All right, Cooper, I went ahead and put us live since somebody hopped in. Now
Mm-hmm.
guests should start showing up. I guess we're still 6 minutes early, and in truth, I personally, like in my streams, normally people don't start showing up until about 6:15, but I try to keep a same set time.
Right. Got you. Am I close enough? Everything good?
Yeah, yeah, we can see you. There's a little
Okay.
bit of shadow, but there
All
you
right. What
go.
about
That's
like
right,
that?
right
That's better,
there.
right?
Yeah, your face is
That's
more
better. All right.
clearable.
Cool.
ARK Aquatics, can you hear us? We have three viewers. Mystery Snail Guardians, hello. Thank you for coming.
I can't even see nobody in the stream.
Uh,
Okay. I just seen somebody say hello. Mystery
and
Snails, ARK. What's up, y'all? How's everybody?
T-Bones, good day, mate. T-Bones chef is from Australia.
T-bone
Muppet,
fishes.
hello, guys. Thank you very
Muppet
much.
929. Happy Sunday to everybody.
Hello, MS.
That's my
I'm
Dovi. He said hello too.
yes. Look at that big guy. Zamal. I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name, but hello, friend, and thank you for stopping in. Oh, Richie. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody, if I could get y'all to share this out. I'm going to do the same thing like always. Now that it's live, I'm going to share the actual live, try to get a handful of people in here, and then without further ado, I got a laundry list of questions I'm going to ask Chef, and I hope you guys chime in and add your own questions and whatnot. Where is it? We have 5 people watching. Who's the 5 people? Let us know in the chat while I'm trying to share this stream out on social media. Tim Sharon, thank you for stopping in. Says, what's up, Coop?
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm trying to get hook my stuff up too now, Sean.
You're right, buddy. Like I said, the first few minutes, we just try to
Yeah,
let some people get in here and
got you.
whatnot. We're going to be at a bit of competition, Coop. There's a lot of people doing live with Aquashella, which is an
Oh
awesome
shit.
event. I'm just obviously not able to go. Hello, Patty. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. Keep, are you still with us, buddy? It looks like your screen is froze.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Just
Yeah, you
your
see me?
yes, sir.
All
Or,
right,
yes.
cool. I was trying to put it on my TV down here. That's what I was trying to do.
Ah, okay.
I just couldn't pull up your channel. I don't know why
I'm not sure.
on YouTube.
Tiki Zane, hi friend. I'm just joined. Hope I will enjoy your stream. Thank you. Well, thank you for stopping by. If you have any interest in tropical fish, this is the stream for you.
Definitely appreciate you stopping by. I'm just a regular old fish hobbyist. I don't know what you're gonna learn. Maybe you'll learn something from Sean. I'm trying to prick his brain.
Oh, come on now. Elizabeth, thank you
I'm trying to
so
pick your
very
brain,
much.
man. It's just my little slice of heaven down here. I got about 35 tanks up right now. I done took about 10 or 15 down.
T-Bone, you said, what are the smallest cichlids you can get? Do they even have small cichlids? T-Bone, yes, they do. There's dwarf cichlids, and you can also like venture into like blue rams.
Multifasciatus, the multi,
Yeah.
they the smallest cichlids out here. They like less than an inch.
There you
I got some
go.
Bashardi down here from Lake Tanganyika, and they don't get no bigger than like 2-3 inches. But they got them dwarf cichlids, like you say, the Maltese. They are really small. The
Right.
shell dwellers. Elizabeth, Florida Fish Rescue. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. That is I don't know if you know Mike from the original Florida Fish Rescue, but I believe that is his niece, and I appreciate both of them. Richie said his favorite dwarf cichlids are Epistogramma.
Yeah, I like those too.
All right, everybody. Well, I'm not sure how many people is going to pop in from here. I shared it out. I know within due time, some people will gradually join in. I'm going
Yeah.
to pull up my list of questions and get ready to start asking you some drilling questions.
Well, I'll do my best to answer them. Shoot, buddy.
All right. Everybody and anybody in the chat, if you have a sub question for Chef, please feel free to ask it and I will put it up on the screen so it's answered in between my questions. Let me take the time to thank the 9 of you that are here, at least right now, for stopping in. I'm sure some of y'all know, if you're regulars, that I'm not a big channel myself. I just love the hobby and I want to see it grow and help it grow in the most positive manner. I try to reach out to people that don't like have a big streamer channel or whatever, and that's the kind of guests I want to get on my channel. People who are down to earth or can relate. They're not quite at that next superstantial level to where like we can't talk to each other, you know.
Right.
So at any rate, thank you everybody, and I will begin to start asking chefs some questions.
All right.
All right, buddy. First question. How long have you been keeping cichlids or tropical fish?
Since I was like 5. My father was into it. He had built a couple fish tanks in the wall. He had a couple 125s and he built them in the wall. And way back then, I can remember having snakeheads and managuenses. Back then, we can't have snakeheads no more. They
I
was
was
orange.
about to say.
Yeah, they was orange and black. So you know how far back that is. That was back in the 70s. My father put them tanks in there. And ever since then, I had a tank in my room, in my apartments, in my houses, everywhere. I've only been doing this like on this large scale, breeding fish for like 8 years, maybe.
Fishy Biz, what's up, buddy? How's
My buddy.
Aquashella treating you?
What's up, Fishy Bears?
All right. Well, there was a secondary question, but you almost kind of answered it, but I'm still going to ask it. And that was what first piqued your interest in the hobby? So I'm guessing your father having tanks and stuff is
Pretty much.
what done it for you.
Pretty much. Yeah.
All
Sitting
right.
there hour after hour while I was young, just watching the fish.
My parents.
Look, check this out. And there's some real dope shit. Everybody else, like, most of the kids was out playing and shit. I was always in the house doing something, and most of the time I was messing with fish or rewiring something. I got my butt beat for taking apart everything in the house. No bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's just like when I was growing up, man. I had a close knit circle of friends, one or two, and that was it.
That's how I am now. I had
Yeah,
more friends as a kid than I do as an adult. My circle
right.
went small.
Yeah.
As far as my answer to that one, I would say I was raised up with fish tanks in my house, going fishing outdoors. My parents weren't like really fish enthusiasts though. Like it sounds like your dad was a cool dude. He really got
Oh
into the
yeah.
hobby and
We
stuff like
went
that.
fishing, crabbing, all that. He bought a boat. We went out on a bay all the time, man. Yeah.
Right, my parents weren't quite that enthusiastic, but they didn't deny me the experience, you know. All right. Headed back now in airport. What's cracking, Coop? That was from the biz. All right, buddy. Next question. This should be a good one. Over the years in the hobby, who did you look up to or admire? Like
Well,
I know there wasn't always YouTube.
right. But when YouTube did hit the scene, because
Yes,
I ain't
sir.
had nobody to look up to but my father until YouTube hit and other, hobbyists he knew. But when YouTube hit with Pote Mel, Aquatic Support System, all them guys, Skip Smith, him, Umbee King, all them top no. I know him personally and talks to him. And
Yeah.
them the ones I think I gravitated to people with large fish, put it like that, because I'm a large fish keeper. I love large fish. And I love
Right.
raising them from fry that you can just see to be about 20 inches. My Dover.
Yes.
I just got rid of
Yes.
pair of Fest Day was nice. I mean, I just love growing them out, man.
I think large cichlids are more personable. And don't get me wrong, I have some community fish, but like large cichlids have more personality and like I don't know, they literally act
I
like water
understand you.
puppies.
Yeah, I understand you because and check this out. This some real dope shit too. Like I sit here, I feed everybody. I sit here, I cut the lights out, turn all the lights on, and just be looking around there. If I forget to feed this dude, you see how he is at the window right now. If
Yeah.
I forget to feed him and sit down, I'm getting water on me. He's
He's gonna
glad.
let you know.
I wish I could catch that on tape one day. But just the other day, yesterday, I fed the whole room and I saved him for last because I let his krill soak now. And I had his krill sitting up here and I sat down and was watching TV that way. And all of a sudden, he hit the top of the water and let me know I forgot to feed him. So, cichlids do got personalities really good. I gravitate towards South and Central Americans myself.
Right.
I just love the way their husbandry is, how they take care of their fry. They'll turn your hand up if you stick it in there. I just love that. And I like the way they parade them around the tank. That's why I'm just a stickler for breeding.
Yep.
I used to have a book on and I started writing down every fish I was breeding, and now I just start breeding so many fish I ain't even write down no more.
That's going to lead to one of our questions, but we're not there yet.
I'm going to be all over the place.
Oh, no, that's okay. That's what I want. I want you to feel comfortable. And if you answer all my questions that I have here without me even asking them, then that's awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to ask them as we go. Hopefully people in the chat throw in a couple questions. All right, that was... Oh, okay. Well, let's see. All right, yeah. So, if you could make one single change in the hobby, what would it be and why? And you don't have to
If
be
I could make one single change in the hobby,
yeah, anything of the hobby,
I would
rather.
change the way in the our water come out of our tank for our fish. That's what I
Like,
would change, because that's what I'd have had the most problems with. Now my water TDS come out my faucet at 250 TDS, total dissolved solids. That's
right.
perfect for my South and Central American fish. But at the beginning, I forgot what month I got it marked on the calendar. The water company do something to their water, and it's not good for my fish. It done killed a whole lot of my fish before I done found out what was going on. But it's the same time every year they do this to that, whatever the septic system or whatever they do to our drinking water. Now, I ain't caught it because I ain't never take the readings. I just know not to do no water changes between these 2 dates.
Yeah.
That's what I would change. I would
Are
change
you
the way the water come out of our faucets for our fish.
okay? Then with that said, and this ain't even a question I had in the list, but are you the type of person that just tops off your water, or do you do regular monthly or bi-weekly, or
I do
how do you
water
do your
changes. I do 3 times a week on all my tanks.
three
I do
times a week?
220% and a 50%. I do the 220% first, cold water, and then the 50%. I try not to use hot water because of the shit that come out of our water heater. People don't know that either. We got metal coming out of our water that's running through our water heater. That
Yep.
knocks the fish life cycle down. I mean, can you imagine your fish? I mean, I got fish here. I don't know how old this dude is. He been with me since I started this.
So some
He
years, at
probably
least
about
7 years.
Yeah, he probably about 7 years. My Jack Dempsey 6 years, and I got other fish still here that I've been had for a long time. But if you keep putting that water out your heater, it's gonna knock your life cycle of your fish down. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
And I got that from listening to some old heads. That's why I
Right.
always do cold water changes. And I only do 20% because it ain't gonna knock your temperature down but so much if you do 20%.
Right.
Now the 50%, when I do that, I got the water running in my faucet from my faucet to here, and I got a pump pumping it out on the other end. I also got my tanks marked. Let me take this off. See that? Can you see that?
Yeah.
25, 50%. So I know where to stop and everything.
That's smart. I never thought of that. I mean,
Yeah, man.
I don't do that regular of water changes. That might be part of my problem with some of my tanks. Like I'm more of a top it off, but like my biggest tank is the 135, and like
Right.
I haven't had no fish death in a long time.
That's
So
a good thing.
something's going okay with what I'm doing in
Yeah,
that
you're doing
tank,
something right. Right.
you know. In
Because if
fact,
you don't, your fish will let you know.
yeah, yeah. Oscars are notorious for sulking and letting
I
you
like your
know they
outfit
ain't
too.
feeling
Yeah.
right.
I
So,
got some front toasters coming. I got some Waroos coming. I was supposed to ride to New York to pick up a pair of Waroos, but my hands were swollen this morning and I couldn't drive, so I had to put that on the back burner. A wild caught pair of Waroos from my man David up in New York. I was supposed to go pick up.
before I move forward, Coop or Chef, you got a question up there on the screen.
All right, let me see.
Says, does
Does
Chef
Chef
still
still
go ahead?
keep Geo Brazilians, and if so, how big is the largest one? I tell you what, I do keep Brazilienses. I love Brazilienses. And everybody got a favorite fish, but in that family, I break mine down in the family. That's my favorite right there. In the Braziliensis family, Geophagus family. This is the
Yeah.
biggest one I got. Now he about, oh shit, you can't see.
Right, you're on the wrong cam.
I know, this is one of the biggest ones I got. He 8 inches. Now I
Hold
got
up.
another one in there, a little bigger than him.
You might got to get a little closer, Coop. I'm seeing the silver dollars, not the. Oh, okay.
Can you see him?
Yeah, there you go. Now I see the Geo.
Yeah, he the biggest one. Now he about 8 or 9 inches. And I just stopped them from spawning because I got enough fry tanks and everything in here. But here go the rest of the Geos.
I got a juvenile Geo. He ain't quite the size of those. He's probably like half or maybe even
Right.
3/4.
It's about 100 clown loaches in there, 20, maybe 25 geos. I got some jewel cichlids in there. Umbee I'm bringing up, a male umbee I'm bringing up, and a couple other things.
What's your
And then
plans with all of those clown loaches?
I love clown loaches.
Okay.
I mean, people come to me. I sell a lot of stuff, and most of the time it's for my personal use until somebody come and ask for it. And I just love a group of clown loaches because at night, I don't know if you notice, when you cut the lights out, they click. You can hear them. It sounds like somebody plucking the glass. Your clown loaches, mine do anyway. They click. They make a clicking noise.
I didn't know that. Mine are babies right now. Would I still hear it?
Yeah, you should if you got enough together.
I got 4 of them. I'm going to have to pay attention.
Yeah, because at night you can hear them clicking. And it sounds like somebody plucking your glass. But I got people who buy like 20 and 30 at a time. That's why I got so many. And this COVID, it just said, I just took a back burner on it, slowed down shipping.
Hey, Keith, what's up, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. I find it ironic that you guys are both named Cooper.
Who was that? Cooperscichlids?
Yeah, his name's Keith.
Yeah, I see it. I'll be on the station, Chairman.
Okay. S, thank you for stopping in, buddy.
What's up, fellas? How's everybody?
All right, I don't think I skipped any more direct questions. Fishy Biz, thank you so much, buddy, if you're still in here, for, putting out that support. You're awesome. Coopers are...
What's up, Fishy Biz?
All right, so next question.
Hey, can you see what's on the screen? It says something. What it say?
It says Coopers are the best, Sean. You didn't know?
It sounds like you underwater or something. I don't know if it's my reception or what.
It might be mine. I do have...
It sounds like you a Muppet or something. It do. I can barely understand you. Let me turn my fan.
Can everybody correspond with that? Do I have bad sound quality? If so, I'm just gonna try to disconnect.
I just moved my phone, Sean. How I sound?
You sound great.
All right, good, because you sound better now. And I just moved my phone.
All right.
All right.
All right, for the next question, buddy.
Yes, sir.
What advice would you give somebody just getting into the hobby?
Go slow.
Okay.
Study your fish before you get them.
Yeah.
Learn about your pet before you get it. That's what I would say. Learn your parameters, your water parameters. Learn what type of environment he need to be in. Try to mimic it. That's what I try to do. But if I had to say anything, I'd tell him go slow and learn what you can.
Right. Don't bite off more than you can chew right away. There's always time to grow.
You can go from 0 to 60 in this hobby in 2 minutes, bro. I went from like 2 tanks to 30 tanks in a week.
Right.
Yeah, you can go from 0 to 60 in no time. Shit. Take your time, I mean, I done lost a lot of fish. I done learned a lot of stuff from losing a lot of fish. But if I can tell something to somebody that stopped them from losing the fish, I do
that. Fishy Biz says, Ricky Bobby says, go fast. If you're not first, you're last. Yeah.
Go fast. If you're not first, you're last. Sometimes last ain't bad. Shit.
Right.
You heard what I'm saying?
You might
sometimes last is the best option.
Right, you get to watch everybody else's mistakes.
Right.
And learn
you get to learn from them. You get to learn from them. Let them make the mistakes.
So then when you want to set up something big and major, you have that forthright thinking.
You got that knowledge. How can you tell how many people in the chat? I can't see nothing but a picture of you and a question. Big facts.
Up in the top left corner,
I don't
in my picture, it shows 8 viewers, which that's not always correct. That can like waver a few here and there. That's just like I don't know exactly how it does it, but my guess is, in simple terms, YouTube like runs like a thing and it says, okay, you have 8 people active in your chat.
It's all good. I'd have did it if it was just me and you in it.
Yeah.
I love talking to other hobbyists and pricking their brains, man. Because I'm gonna tell you now, you can never learn enough.
No, I always say in all of my streams at some point, like if I ever feel or think I know everything, somebody needs to like smack me. I don't ever want to know everything. I never want to stop learning in the hobby. Like no two tanks are ever the same, and it can be set up by the same person side by side, and I promise something is going to be a little different in this tank than that tank. Rather, you know, pH or whatever.
And I've learned in this hobby, a lot of things work for me won't work for you.
Yeah, mixing cichlids.
just like my buddy out in Chicago. His water out there, he don't have to put nothing in it. I mean, no dechlorinator, no nothing. He just drain it and fill it up, and he good.
I wish.
His name Lafayette Hankerson. He out in Chicago, another good fish keeper, man. I met a lot of good people in this hobby, man. This hobby then took me places I never think I would be.
Thank you, Biz. I didn't know that. I'm always asking Fishy Biz questions about YouTube streaming because he's got an awesome stream. I don't know if you never caught it.
I've been on it. I've been on it.
Okay, his stream's Monday nights at 10 p.m. Central Time for everybody watching. If you don't know who Biz is, you need to go check that man out. But so I be asking him questions and stuff like, hey, how do I do this? I got a chef coming on and I want it to be a good stream. So yeah, I appreciate Biz in the hobby and outside of it.
He said most of the time guests can't see everything the whole screen shows.
Right.
So everybody not seeing my picture, right? That's what he meant.
Everybody sees your picture, but they don't see everything that I think I have. Like on my side, up top in the left corner, it says we've been live for 27 minutes and we have 10 viewers.
I see that.
And you see that?
Yeah.
And then, so I guess you just don't get to see all the chat. Fishy Biz, if you could chime in, how do you?
Yeah, because I can't see nothing on the chat.
How does Cooper see the chat?
I see questions most of the time. Fishy Biz questions still up there. How long is it delayed for? He said. It's no delay, is it?
Amelia, thank you so very much for dropping in. Thank you.
Been no chart. It's Monday.
9
another good hobbyist.
See, that's a new one for me. I'm not sure who that is. I'm definitely.
What's that? Benno chart?
Yeah, yes, sir.
See, I watched a lot of the old timers, man, when things used to be a lot more simpler. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I watch a lot of the old timers, like Father Fish.
Yeah, I know that name.
Brian, he another good hobbyist. Brian from Aquatic Madness. Do you remember back in the day they had Sean Armstrong and all them people? They used to be Aquatic Madness people.
Okay, I think I know the name. I'm not gonna pretend to know them all.
They used to have a lot of umbees, Beast and Magnus. Yeah, I used to watch all them when I was coming up. They the ones that really. And then when I hooked up with Mel, he had the 1,000 gallon, the 750 gallons, and various other big ass tanks. He breathed a lot.
Hello, Deborah. Thank you for popping in. Deborah's got a channel and she is in my Facebook group, so I double appreciate your support.
Okay, hello, Deborah.
Fishy Biz, I don't know if it lets you post your link. I don't know if I have you modded yet or not. I need to think about doing that. But the mods that I have in here, could you please drop Fishy Biz's link for people that might not know who he is? Because they definitely should check him out. Okay, look, Chef, he just replied to you. He said, Coop is going to have to get his phone out and chat. There should be a 2-tab up top on says private chat, and one should say chat private. Would be just, oh. Okay, but
I'm on my phone, matter of fact. I'm hitting the chat button. Private chat and comments.
So that would be us.
Now look, when I pull up comments, can you still hear me?
Pull them up. We'll see. I hear you right now.
All right. When I pull up comments, it cut my screen off. I can't see y'all.
Oh, okay.
But I can jump back and forth to the comments though if I hit that button.
Yeah, and we can see you still, so we can see you and hear you talking.
You can't see me right now. You can't see me now. Can you? Hold up.
Yeah, I can.
You can?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay. All right, I got you.
There you go. So now you can be in the chat with the questions too.
Right. Got you.
Thank you very much, Biz.
T-Bone Fishes.
You're a mod, T-Bone. Would you put Fishy Biz's channel out there? All right. Chef, I got the next question for you.
Yes, sir.
So far, what has been your favorite fish to keep?
Dovai.
The Dovai?
The Dovai. Parachromis Dovai. Like you say, personality, he got 1 second to none.
Yeah. What about y'all in the chat? What's been your favorite fish to keep? Mine personally is my Oscars.
Okay.
Hello, Chalupa. Thank you. Have to get back to work. Elizabeth, thank you for popping in where you could. I appreciate it so very much.
I'm going to have to check out T-Bone Fishes. That's one name I don't know. Chalupa No Tomatoes. That's Deborah Muffet. ARK Aquatics say his angelfish is his favorite.
Said what? Angels?
ARK Aquatics said angelfish.
Yeah, Richard, I just got 2 marbled angels, bro, and they are big and pretty. I'm gonna have to talk to you about them.
Deborah, I have a channel. It's cooperscichlids on YouTube, and I will be jumping over to your channel.
Deborah Didi, this is, yeah, he just answered.
She like dojo lotions. Fizzy Biz like that. I got a breeding group of OB blueberry peacocks coming, and he said that's his favorite fish. Fishy Biz. You ever heard of BAIR cichlids?
BAIR
cichlids.
Bear
cichlids, I think it's called.
I can't say I have.
He another one who breed and raise Africans, right? He had a giveaway on his channel the other day. He just put up a quad of 75s, 4 75s, and he asked a question. He said, whoever can answer this will receive a box of fish. He said, guess what my next upgrade was? And I said, your air system, and I won.
No kidding.
Yeah. But I told him to get that box of fish to my man named Joe Munzo. You ever heard of him?
Yep.
I told him send that box to Joe because he lost a bunch of fish when they had that blackout stuff down there.
Yep.
And I was supposed to send him some of mine, but he loves Africans. I know he do. But I'm trying to get some down there to him. But he get ready to get that box from the man, so that's cool.
Yeah, Joe's good people. He's the one I commented on your
Yeah.
video of the umbee. I said, Joe, you need to get that umbee.
Umbees is my secondary fish. I love umbees.
They're big and pretty, and that's why when I
Yes,
seen it, I'm like,
Lord.
I want one. But then I wasn't sure about their growth rate. Like I
Well,
know I
see, it
have.
depends. You can keep them in a 75. You can start them off small in a 20-gallon and just move them up. They'll spend like 6 months in a 55, 7 months. You can really get, maybe depending on his growth rate, because some grow faster than others. You probably can get 8 months out of 55 with them.
Okay.
And then the 75, you know,
well, the
he can
next
live in
thing.
the. Go ahead.
Sorry, they would be going from like say the 55 to the 135, but I'm afraid once it went in the 135, that'd be a lot of space, and that would like promote a growth spurt, and then I
Yeah.
don't want them to outgrow the 135 before I can get the 300 set up, or get moved and start building my 1500.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, everybody, I'm gonna be possibly getting an umbee from Mr. Chef here.
No, you're gonna get some umbee fry. I'm gonna send you
Fry.
some. I had a pair of Rio Claros wild caught. I got them from Umbee King. Back in
Okay.
the day, I raised them. They had a spawn. I went on vacation for 3 days. I came back and the male was dead on top of the water. Don't
Yeah.
actually. I done went rack my brains and talked to a lot of people, and I still ain't come up with a solution on how he died. But when I left for the 3 days, they had just had a spawn. Free swimmers. I got it. I got the videos up. When I came back, he was dead. So I took him out, did a 50% change on that 150-gallon tank. And 2-3 days later, she had another spawn.
Mr. Zamal. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name correct, sir. So please correct me in the comments. I don't know if this question is for me or Chef. Firstly, that's kind of a open-ended question. What size fish tank? I mean, I guess there's a general answer, but I'm asking you, what size fish tank do you have? What kind of filtration are you running in it? And what kind of fish are you keeping? You're asking how can I properly, how I clean properly, sorry, how to properly clean an aquarium fish tank. So, are you talking about maintenance, like filtration, or the basic rundown of you could get you a water python, gravel vac for cleaning your substrate, and you can brush off the, attachments or debris. I don't want to sound illiterate here, on your plants and stuff like that. If you don't have plants in your tank, so just maybe what kind of tank setup do you have, and we'll come back to your question. Unless you have a better answer for that, Chef. It's just kind of
I'm
vague to
really
me.
trying to understand the question, Sean.
How can I clean properly aquarium fish tank? Like, also,
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. I tell you what. I don't have an answer for him, but I tell you, I can tell him how I properly clean it. How about that?
yeah.
First, I do a gravel vac. While I'm doing a gravel vac, I do a gravel vac once a week. Matter of fact, while I'm doing a gravel vac, the water is coming out also. So by the time I finish the gravel, it's like 1/3 of the water, which is all I need out. Then I wipe the glass down. If the sponge filters need cleaning, because I run a lot of sponge filters in my fish room, put them in a bag, wash them out, put them back in, and then fill it back up. I know that sounds real fast, but that's how I clean my tank.
No, I mean that's pretty much the standard, just depending on what
Right,
fish
right.
you
I
have
mean,
or
and then if you
whatever.
got any decorations that's really like
Covered in algae or
covered. There
whatever.
you go. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, covered in algae. You can take that out, get you a rag, run it under some water, and wipe that off. Also, all the decorations.
And I've heard of
Me,
people
I
using
love algae.
bleach. Right, algae is part of a completed ecosystem. I was gonna
Right.
say I have heard of people using like a cap of bleach and something, but I don't want to do that. I don't believe in putting chemicals that should not be in there. I don't even necessarily like using water prime because it smells like water or rotten
Oh my
eggs.
God, that's some bad smelling stuff.
You know, it's part of keeping your fish safe.
This is what I use.
Yep. CICHLID'S Prime.
And a little bit of this will go a long way, trust me. But the reason I love algae because almost all my tanks except my community tanks got fry in them. Most of them got pairs, and the babies grow faster when they eat the algae. Mine do anyway.
I was about to say I have 2 rainbow cichlids, and they actually eat algae. So
Sean, somebody asked you about the rainbows. AKA Aquatics asked you, did you have any babies yet?
Oh, so
you must have missed that question. I got you though.
Hey, thank you. No, I didn't see it. My rainbows, I think their eggs got eaten, and that's because I do have loaches in there, those weather loaches. I never planned for them to have babies. However, I know why Richard's asking because he wants some, and I told him I would personally send him a rainbow cichlid just free. I'll pay everything because that's my dude, and if I can help him out, I want to help him out. So, Richard, no, and now that I put those angels in that tank, I don't know if they're actually going to breed again or not. I need to move some fish around, make them feel more comfortable again, because I have another buddy, Maurice, that wants some of those rainbow cichlids too. So
now I got jewel cichlids, which some people call rainbow cichlids also.
Right. No, these are the para. Here, I'm about to just show
I know.
you.
I
right.
know.
Okay,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
In fact, Richard,
it'd be nice to see him.
Richard, here goes that new marbled angel. He's pretty tore up. I think the tank he came from, he might have got a little beat up on. Yeah, you see this algae? This is why I don't want to show my tanks right now. I got to do some cleaning. But right there in the corner, oh, come on, buddy. Here he is. Hold up. Let me hit him real quick.
While you showing that, I'm gonna answer this other question, Sean.
Yes, sir. Please do. And I'm sorry, Chef. I was raised that way, buddy.
T-I-K-Y, I think I'm pronouncing that. Zane asked the question: how long can a fish tank go without a water change? I've been sick, and I'd have had my tanks go at least 2.5 weeks without a water change, and that's me topping them off. But other than that, I wouldn't push it no further. That's just for me. What you say, Sean?
Okay, so I've heard the war stories of people who have had a cycled tank, got it all nice and right, and they just let that tank go for a year. You know what I'm saying? But that tank had like heavily planted and, you know, not a super huge bio load. But I have, with just topping off, not necessarily doing water changes on one tank and one tank only. And again, what works for me might not work for you. But on my South American African mixed tank, I literally just top that tank off, and it's been doing that for the last, I don't know, 7 months. Now, if I had like a death, that's when I'm going to do a water change, you know, because that could put that ammonia spike in the water or, you know, a lot of bad stuff, I guess.
It's a lot of factors to play in that too.
Right.
Because if it's a planted tank, it probably could go longer. I didn't had, honest to God, I forgot about this. My shrimp tank, I got shrimp, I got cherry red shrimp also, right?
Right.
That I breed and sell. I got a 20-gallon. And I had it up for a year without doing a water change. It's heavily planted with duckweed on the top. And that tank went a whole year without no water changes, me just topping it off.
See, right.
But then one day I went in there and I disturbed the substrate and knocked out, killed all my fish.
Yeah.
Not the shrimp. The shrimp was cool. But I had a line of guppies in there I was working on, and it killed everything but the shrimp and snails.
Something about the gas pocket.
It's the ammonia buildup in the substrate, and I should have knew better, but I didn't because see, this is what it was. I was going in there because I had a sale. Somebody wanted 50 shrimp, and I was digging in there. That's how that happened, and not disturb too much of the substrate.
I agree. Like on any other tank but that tank upstairs, I kind of do like how you said, except not like the whole, what you said, 3 times a week or 3 times a month. I don't know. I'll do like 30% every month. So I'll
Okay,
drain 30%, doing the
and that's
grab
to each.
back, you know.
See, that's to each his own too.
Right.
You know. But your fish, if you watch a fish, like I sit down here and I watch all my fish. I don't name my fish, but I know my fish and they know me. They can tell you, you can watch them and they'll tell you when something wrong. Because they will act a certain way that they ain't been acting, and then you'll know something up.
Right. Nope.
Like if I see my fish flashing or something, dashing and hitting the rocks and coming up off it real fast and stuff like that, my pH up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My telltale sign, and this should be an easy one for everyone, rather y'all in the chat or people watching after this goes live. If your fish is surfacing, like up at the top, mouth
Gas
just,
for air.
yeah, something's going wrong.
Yeah.
Something ain't right in your tank,
Right.
and you definitely need to do a water change. And
That's
how
what
about this? Don't do the water change right away. Test your water. I don't care if you're a beginner or pro.
That's
Get
right.
some test strips or an API master test kit and have that thing on standby, because
Look,
that's
I got the API kit. I got the test strips, right? And this is just for me. I don't want nobody following me. I don't do no testing. I tested my water when I first came down here. When I found out the water I do test is what's coming out my faucet, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I first came down here, and it's for a straight month, I tested my water, and it was coming out, and the fish was breeding and thriving. I ain't never did another test.
Mystery Snell's Guardian asked you, what do you feed your shrimp?
What do I feed my shrimp?
Yeah.
Can y'all see me?
Yeah.
All right. I mess with Mark shrimp tanks a lot. He know a lot about shrimp. I get his food. This is protein. I live by this. This Marilla-like clay. I put this in all my tanks. This ain't nothing but like calcium for the snails and the shrimp for their shells.
Yeah.
We got the nettle mix. They love this. And also I got the Biomax.
And this is all on Mark's site?
This is on, yeah, he sells this, yes. Mark shrimp tanks, yep. And then I got the almond leaves, Indian almond leaves. They eat those. These are shrimp and snail cubes I put in the tank for their shells and everything. And then most of the time they eating just regular fish food.
I've been meaning to get into some shrimp. Like I keep ghost shrimp, but those are feeders usually. So
appreciate you, ARK Aquatics. Shablupa, no tomatoes.
Jenny
I like
Lynn, thank you very much.
The tank over my white shoulder T-bone, that's my Dovi. Let me knock on some wood. I done had this dude since I started, man. I bought this dude from Angerman's Cichlids. Look, he wasn't even an inch. He mailed me some flat rate 3 days through the USPS. He put them in a soda bottle. The soda bottle was filled 3/4 of the way with water, and I had a bunch of fry in there. And the fry was F1 Dovi. And this is one of his. And this dude then gave me him and his wife. Let me knock on wood again. Because they've been with me for the long haul, man. That's my mascot right there. That Dovi, that's my man. That's just like a pit bull to me. I can't take him outside and walk him, but that's my pit bull right there.
See, but with that pit bull, you ain't even got to go outside. You just
I know,
hang out
right?
inside.
He is big, man. He getting thick, and
That,
I got a
yeah.
180 on reserve. Yeah.
So that's a 55.
Oh no, this
Oh,
150 gallon.
okay. I'm like, whoa, no way.
Yeah, this 150 gallon. He is huge, man.
And you said there's just him and the missus in
It's
there?
just him and the missus. They've been in this tank since they was 2 inches. They start breeding. He was 4 inches and she was 3 inches. And ever
Okay.
since then, they've been giving me babies constantly. Like she got a bunch of wigglers over there now. They got sub-adults in here about 5 inches. They swimming around. They got 3 inches and 2 inch fish in here. All you know, I got a bunch of their babies over there that I'm selling, that I sell. I put them off to the side, but the ones I don't, I leave in there. When they breed, they usually eat the rest of them. So that helps
Right.
feed them. Yeah. So that'll help me take care of them. But I still pull out about 100 and put them in a tank. And I got about 100. No, I got about 50 now. That's about 3 to 4 inches.
I'm gonna have to get a stock list from you. I swear.
I got you. I got one up on band.
On band?
On band. I got a stock list up on there.
Do you have your own band group?
Yeah, I got my own band page.
What's it called? Because now I'm gonna have to
Cooper
look it
Cichlid.
up.
Cooper
Okay.
Cichlid.
I'm
Yep.
on
Cooper
band
Cichlid.
too.
Yes, sir.
So that question, or that kind of leads to the next question, and I think you kind of answered it earlier in the stream, but who cares? Maybe there's more people here. So the question is, how many tanks are you currently keeping up and running, and what are your future plans, if any?
my I'm running like 27 tanks right now. My future plans is double up my 150s. I got two 130s. I got the stands already. I want to double up the 150s and double up the 135s. Then I can build a quad rack of 75s and I got 75s up in the front ready to go up. I got 40-gallon acrylics out in the backyard. So, and then when I do it, I'm gonna put a petition up like it's a wall. So you just see the tank.
Yeah. Do you obviously you keep large cichlids. Do you have like plans to get any
Sound like
like
you underwater again, Sean. I can't hear you, buddy. If you're
oh
talking to me. Yeah, I moved the
so
phone back, but it ain't do no good.
okay,
Say
can you hear
something.
me now?
No, say something.
Hello?
I can see you here. That's about it.
Here, hold up.
I'm gonna try to hear you. I can't hear you. It sound like you're underwater.
Can you hear me now?
Now you better. I don't know what you did, what you moved, what you hit.
I took
Yeah,
the
I can
headphones
hear you.
off, man.
Hear you a lot better now.
All right, good. So what I
Your
mean by
volume
that?
just went down though. Try turning your volume up. I can't. You got low on me.
All right. Oh no, I went
Yeah,
back.
turn up a little more.
Give me 1 second here.
Yes, sir.
Why ain't it letting it? Hang tight, everybody. I'm sorry.
Erica Queen, hello, honey. That's my daughter, man.
Hello, Erica. Thank you for joining.
She all the way up in Baltimore. Be careful.
All right, can you hear me?
Yep, you sound good.
All right. So anyways, you keep big cichlids and stuff. Do you want
I'm
to
looking through the.
eventually get like one of those 300-gallon ponds, or any hopes or?
You're a little low, Sean. I don't think we can hear you, homeboy. Mine volume is all the way up.
I'm not.
Say something.
Hold up a second here. I'm
You
so
good?
sorry, everybody.
Oh, maybe you need to get closer to your phone or something. Whatever. Because you go in and out.
Is this better?
Mm-hmm.
All right. But anyway,
Sean, how many tanks you running?
I'm running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
Yeah, biggest being a 135, smallest being a
Can't hear you, Sean.
biggest being a 135.
Now
Smallest.
it's like when you hit your phone, we can hear you. You got earplugs or something on it?
I did.
Cause you got real low again. If we can fix this this problem here, we be good.
Let me retry this. I don't. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good.
All right. I don't know what was going on there. Oh no. Cooper. Everybody in the chat, can you still hear me? Richard, can you hear me? Chalupa, no tomatoes.
I'm back.
Yes, sir.
A little technical difficulties there. But we back.
All right, so at any rate, I was just saying, do you ever want to get one of those 300-gallon pond tanks or something?
If I had enough room, I would. Actually, we almost finished paying for this house. We thinking about moving. Where I move is going to have a bigger basement. And that's another reason I ain't go ahead with remodeling my plans, because me and wifey just talked it over and we want to go where some land at. I want a pond in my backyard.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? I want to do some summer tubbing, with some guppies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the shrimp they'll take off outside, and you know what I'm saying? I want to get heavily into the shrimp too, because I did really good on the shrimp. I mean, I had a $20, a 20-gallon. I called it my catch-all tank, but they call it breed for profit. I had 3 kinds of plecos breeding. I had 3 kinds of snails. I had 2 kinds of guppies, and I had 2 kinds of shrimp in there. I had some black and some red shrimp. And that tank for a full year made me, I ain't even going to say the dollar amount, but I made out off of that 120-gallon tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really profitable. Just like now. Let me see. I got a 20-gallon tank right here. I got some Japan blue guppies in there. They breed like crazy. I got 3 kinds of ancestors in there, and they breed like crazy. And I got 3 kinds of snails. I don't know if can y'all see?
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little dark, but we can see the guppies and your little floaters up there.
Yeah. I ain't no good with this camera. And then most of that babies up here, because this is like a asshole load full of plecos. It's a good 150 in here plecos. They're babies.
Are those regular or bristle?
No, I got super reds in here. I got green dragons in here, and I got some L144s or something like that in here. It's 3 types of babies in here. And then I put them umbee fry in there. Look how small the umbee is. They like dots on a pin. And Mama, she got a whole 150-gallon back there to herself since the mailing passed, and a bunch of fry in there too. Since I lost the mail, I separated the fry. I put fry in 3 different places.
Right.
Yeah, so these are F1s because they was wild caught.
So here was one of the questions on the list. Again, you kind of answered this, but I'll make it a little more direct or elaborate. The question itself was, I seen in one of your recent videos you were talking about doing water changes. What's your process for doing water changes? Now I know you said you use a gravel vac and
Actually, let me answer that for you. I got hoses running up in my ceiling, and I got one. All right, if you notice, I got all my big tanks on the top. So I got a hose running to each one of them, and it's feeding back to my zinc. Now I use a return pump, hook the hose up to the return pump. Now that hose is hooked up to my python. Don't you know when you flip the switch up to suck the water and you flip it down and spin it back? Once you unplug the return pump, you can flip the switch on a python and it'll fill it back up.
Yeah,
I suck it out, unplug the return pump, flip the switch, turn the water on, and fill it back up.
See, I'm not that sophisticated. I don't have all my tanks in the same room, but I do use an actual pump. I got a video on my channel of it, and it drains my 135 halfway in less than 20 minutes.
No time. No time.
Run it directly to my tub or whatever.
I got a return pump that'll drain half of that 150 gallon in 3 minutes.
Jeez. That's some high GPH.
Yeah. Hold on a minute.
Me too, Richard. That's why I'm hoping to move into this house. It ain't even finished, but I'll take it, man, because it has a basement and I can do whatever I want with it. And then another possible house actually has a storefront. It's like a duplex split. So that could be very interesting. And Deborah Dede, you're correct, man. Anybody that got into fish after they bought their house dreams of a new house with a basement. Oh, snap. Do we have show and tell?
This is my submersible. This is the big boy.
Yeah.
This will drain that 150 gallon in less than 10 minutes. It pumped that much wood out. But I got smaller ones because when I want to do 2 or 3 tanks at a time.
Right.
But when I go out on jobs, I take this. Because I also clean tanks. I got a couple tanks here in Philly in businesses. Like I got a 55 African tank. Well, it ain't an African tank no more. It's got King Midas in it. 5 or 6 King Midas, 2 big plecos, 1 albino, 1 a green dragon. And they are huge. In the natural hair salon, I put one in. Get ready to put one in a bar. And then there's a lot of people around Philly that call me and I go clean their tanks.
Now, do you have to have a special license for that? No?
Not long. As long as Uncle Sam don't come knocking on my door.
Oh, right. I mean, I just didn't know like insurance policy or...
I'm not LLC or nothing. Something go wrong, I got to pay for it out of my pocket.
Yes, sir.
But I stand behind my work and my fish.
Right.
I know everybody keep telling me I need to get a storefront, but this is my basement. I want a storefront because if I get a storefront, I can't come down here at night when something going on with me. I come down here, lights out, I turn a couple lights on, I'm in my zone, hit the music, I'm good.
Yes. That's I love it. That's your zen. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. You don't gotta have a storefront. Have you a website or a group and do what you do. If people want your fish, they can get a hold of you, and obviously you're gonna meet them however, wherever to sell the fish. And if they want to see your fish room, well, then you can discuss that with an individual. But I agree. I don't know about having the whole public able to just be in my home or, and to separate, like run a business and still pay for my home and bills. Like, I ain't that rich. So, no, I agree. I feel you.
Well, I've been blessed. I do pretty good. And that's just by word of mouth. You know, YouTube got a lot to do with that because a lot of people watch my YouTube channel and then they calling me up. Like this dude I'm just hooked up with now, his name Tim. He live in North Carolina.
Yes.
I sent him a box. I know he ain't gonna mind me telling this story, but I sent him a box of fish. He bought like a good amount of fish. 3 of these, almost everything in my fish room that had fry, he got some of it.
Right.
He got the Feste, he got the Black Nasties, he got the chilimenses. I gave him some chilimenses. He got umbee fry, but only a handful of it made it. We sent the FedEx next day. Now, he ain't get it to 3 days later. Half the fish was dead. No, 80-90% of the fish were dead.
Right.
And I told him, don't worry about it, because I still got backups, and I'm gonna replace everything that died. So he driving up here probably Saturday to pick him up. And he in North Carolina.
Jeez.
5 hours away.
I mean, your fish are good quality, though, from what I've seen in the videos.
That's why I do a lot of water changes. That's why I feed them the best food I can buy. That I read all the ingredients. Right. Now everybody got their own brand of food. I'm gonna tell y'all this: what I feed my fish. I feed them krill, freeze-dried krill. I got like 72 cans of empty free. I don't know why I'm saving the cans. I need to get rid of them. And they like $50 a pop almost. Right. And they go through it. These fish here go through a can in a month, easy. I got 4 cans on reserve, and I get them every 2 months. But that's their staple food. And then I feed them. Yeah, the fingerlings and the fry, they get Aquamax 300. That's 50% protein.
Dang.
And in between, they get their snacks. They get their vegetables. I feed them leaves, vegetables. My man took me crabbing. He feed his crabs. I'm just starting to feed mine some crab. Steam the crab, no season, and just break it open, peel all the meat out, and feed a little bit at a time to them.
Yeah.
But that's about it. I mess with Southern Delight heavy. I started my room on Southern Delight, and they grew up on Southern Delight, especially him. So I use a lot of Southern Delight too.
I'm not just saying it to say it. Like, I have plenty of people that I follow, but that's why.
No problem, Sean.
Oh, sound again, huh?
Yeah, we got that static in us again.
Ah!
I don't know what it is. It's when you move a certain way, maybe. Say something.
Can you hear me?
Then you better.
See, that's crazy.
You all good. I don't know what it is. I swear I don't.
But anyways, what I was saying is, I'm not just saying it to say it. I follow a lot of channels. I know a bunch of websites, but I could just tell looking at your cichlids that you take care of them. Like, they're good quality fish. And that's what made me try to hit you up and be like, hey, you should sell me some fish. And then, hey, you want to hop on my stream? So you really do take care of your fish. The freeze.
Well, see, one thing I did was I got close to all the big people. The people that was up there in the hobby that had good quality fish, that went out and sourced their own fish, went on collecting trips and bought them back. I bought from them. So I tried to get the best quality fish I could. Cost me a lot of money in shipping, but I made that back. That's an investment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And off the fry make your money back just like that. No problem. Now my umbee, she has anywhere from 500 to 1,000 fry. And my success rate for us raising fry is like 90% raising fry to 1 inch, 2 inch or better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that there tell you, you know, and I'm fair. I'm not like these other people out here. I'm not going to knock them. And I ain't saying no names, but you can't go to them and you $1 short. Like the big people, the box companies that sell fish. You can't be $1 short when you paying for that fish, can you? I send extra fish.
Right.
Just in case. I mean, I send extra fish. I send the food I'm feeding. In case they don't like the food you're gonna give them, I always give you a supply of food to feed the fish that I'm feeding them until you wean them off it and feed them what you want to.
Right.
And I say, I always send extras.
Is that freeze-dried krill in the can that you're talking about?
Yes, it is.
Expensive?
Right now, it's $43 on Amazon. That's where I buy it from.
Okay. Yeah. Because I mainly feed flakes and these Tetra things. Hold up, let me get
I used to use that. That's flake, right?
Well, this is the sticks.
Yeah.
And then I'll I'll get those krill flakes from Aquarium Co-op, and
Right.
I'll feed
Woo.
bloodworms. But I would like
Bloodworms.
to.
I feed a lot of live food, like the cicadas. I went out there and grabbed some cicadas and fed my fish.
I'm thinking about it. I bet my Oscars might dig them.
My doe eye, my peacock bass, everything in that peacock bass tank, two of them cicadas up. But this the hit. Philadelphia, we don't have no cicadas. All my people in Baltimore, when I went to Baltimore, I had to go out to the county. Cicadas out there all around. So I scooped up some while I was out there in Baltimore and brought them back.
Man, they are swarming all over Richmond
Well, they
right
ain't hit
now.
Philadelphia yet. We don't even hear them.
Cooper, or Chef, whichever you prefer, Chalupa No Tomatoes said, what's the best way to get in touch with you at cooperscichlids? And I'm not going to put that out there. That's on you. If you want to give an
My
email,
shop
give a
phone number
Facebook.
is, I wish I could type this. This is my shop phone number, 267-298-7837.
Hold
I
up.
will answer it
Say that
personally.
again. Say that again. I'm going to type.
267
Yep.
298
298
7837.
7837. There you go, y'all. It is in the chat if you want to call him on a business level.
I appreciate that, Sean. And right now, I usually ship airport to airport because it's cheaper and faster. But right now, I'm in litigation with Southwest right now because they used to charge me $50 to come out and validate my property so I can be a known shipper. They got to come out and validate your property before you a known shipper, right? They, how about this? They didn't just went from $40, $45 to $200.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, that ain't nothing but an investment too, because I'll make that back shipping.
Right.
But right now, I'm just hot about it, so I ain't renewed it yet. So I cannot ship airport to airport right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that the same as an international license?
No. That's the continental U.S.
Okay.
Now I can ship to Canada and I can ship to Mexico. That's the far as I can go on both of them. Because I have shipped to Canada and I have shipped to Mexico.
Jeffrey Watts, what's up, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. Let me see if I missed anybody. Bruiser CD, thank you very much. I appreciate your time. I think that's everybody I missed. 12 people watching. Who's the 12 people? Can we get
cool.
Get a name in
How's
the comments?
everybody? How's everybody? Yeah, that's it. 267-298-7837. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, baby.
All right, Chef. Next question. Is there a significant other, and do they help you with your hobby, or is it just your hobby type thing? Like they're like, man, you got another tank.
Okay, she's an admirer.
Okay.
And she respects my business, and she loves that it keep me in my house and it keep me out of trouble. So she's totally on board.
All right.
Now I'm gonna tell you that the road to getting to where I'm at now was a bumpy one. Because just like you said, she used to come downstairs in the basement to wash clothes, and then she'll see another tank, and then she'll ask, "Where did this come from? Where did this come from? You got another tank?" See, I used to sneak them in at 6:30 in the morning when she sleep. And before you know it, I got 50 tanks in my basement. I'm telling you, I told you, you can go from 0 to 50. If you got the money, you can go from 0 to 50 in a very short time.
Right.
That's why I say take your time, ask a lot of questions, and know what you're doing.
My old lady's in the chat right now, or at least I think she is, and she's supportive more so than what most are. Like, she's not completely engaged into the hobby, but she's picked a fish out or two that she likes and calls her fish. If and when I start talking about buying more tanks, or, oh, babe, look what I found on Marketplace, I still get that look, you know, like,
Well,
So,
see, I don't get that look no more because it's totally separate. This is
right.
totally separate. I take care of her first to the max, 110% first, and then this is second. Happy wife, happy life. Trust me, it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, see, I'm a retired chef, and I cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
As
4
long as she
star.
happy, you'll be happy.
Right.
Now, she ain't gonna come down here and do no water changes or none of that. I had received the order where I had her put the fish in the tank for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as far as doing water changes, cleaning tanks, that's out of the question.
Yeah, my old lady, made her, I guess not made her, but like I needed her help and she knew it when we first started cycling our first 55. But after that, and I started getting the pump, I don't make her do water changes with me. Now, I might need her to hold a lid or watch the hose
Right,
while I get it set up so that it ain't squirting all over, but
right.
it ain't her job or her responsibility. It's my hobby, my passion, so. Yeah, I just figured I'd ask. That's a big question. Usually, if you're single and you go to talk to somebody, and you're like, "Oh, my hobby's fish," and they think you got one tank, and then, well, I got 37.
Right.
Yeah. You got a question up on the
Yeah,
screen?
I keep other cichlids. I got some cichlids that's on the cares list. I got some fish from Tanganyika, the Lake Tanganyika. I got some crypto heroes chilamensis. I got cribbo heroes bushings. I got guppies. That's about it, other than cichlids. South and Central Americans, I love to death. My 98% down here.
She needs some colorful mystery snails in her life. Is that for me, mystery snail guardians? Yeah, I think she's talking about my old lady, which is insane lichen. All right. Okay. Wait. Okay. Yeah. So you also recently just dropped a video on feeding freeze-dried krill. You had a whole list of cichlids in there, including that Temensis bass. I believe that's how you pronounce it. How does the Temensis bass get along with all of those other cichlids in there? Like, I know about
They
mixed.
look, don't nobody mess with nobody. I don't have nobody chasing nobody. I even got a pair of Parachromis Jaguars in there. I tell you what, I'm gonna take this camera and I'm gonna spin around and I'm gonna let you, I wish I could do this on big screen, but I can't.
You
But
well, look. I can put
I'm
you on
trying to, huh?
solo. I can put you on solo, and then if you turn it to that front camera, like we done before the live stream started,
Yeah, yeah.
try that, and then it should be a big view for us
All
right
right, go
here.
for it.
Okay, so now you're on solo. You're the only one up on the screen. Now you got to click on your cam where it says
I got
Cam
you.
and Mike.
I got
Okay,
you.
Cam and Mike, and then go to front camera or back camera,
I
whichever it
got
would
you.
be.
Front
Yeah, this.
facing camera.
And I think you accidentally backed out. While he figures that out, everybody. Anybody got some questions for Chef? Throw them in the comments. I appreciate all 12 of you for hanging out.
Tell me, what can you see?
I see your face. I
Okay.
reckon you might just have to try to do the turn it thing, and I know that's awkward,
Yeah,
but
it ain't work. It
hold
took
it.
me out of the chat though when I tried that cam mic thing.
Yeah, I
All
don't
right, but
know.
let me do this. Look, the silver dollars act as dither fish. The peacock bass, they mid-level fish almost up to the top of the tank, right?
Right.
Most of my fish, the jaguars, they stay down at the bottom. The dope out here, mid-level fish. It's like it's a layer. The waru, he like to stay at the bottom, and the geophagus, they just all over the place. But the bass do not do nothing. I mean, they don't mess with nobody. Don't nobody mess with them.
They just hang out at the top level, huh?
Say that again.
They just hang out at the top level of your tank?
Yeah, waiting to be fed, man. They greedy.
Like, I almost wanted to say, hey, I want one of those too. I don't know if you have babies, but I know they get big.
I don't. But these are for sale like everything else down here, except my breeding pairs, you know?
You should breed them first.
Everything. Yeah. I was going to feed them, but I don't know where the... Oh, here, go back here. Now, see this? This is a 150-gallon tank. Now, believe it or not, it's over 500 babies in there with my female real mag. Can y'all see any? Can you? I know the tank dirty.
Yeah, you can see some of the fry, though, for sure.
Yeah, and she is about 13 inches. But they the only ones in this 150-gallon tank.
Okay.
These over here are my black nasties.
And that's black the name nasties. Of this?
What they come from Haiti.
What kind of subspecies are they, or like are they a type of?
They come from Haiti. They are known as Odos.
Okay.
Haitiensis.
I think I've heard of. Yeah, I think I've heard of that name.
Yeah.
Just never seen none.
Now, I just usually, you know what? I don't know. I think I lost my umbee because of blow, but I'm not sure. Can y'all see the bass?
Yeah, beautiful.
Look at
that. Yeah.
Everybody gets some. Jaguars, geophagus. Even the silver dollars. I even got a bit. I got a Dalhousie bitcher in here. It's like 8 inches and it's thicker than a silver dollar piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's down here somewhere.
I got a Senegal bisher I'm growing out.
He over here in the corner. That's a wild caught waru. And the Dalhousie over there.
I am so amazed by how your tank works. Like, it gives me inspiration for mine that I'm not completely wrong in trying to put certain fish with certain fish.
You know what? I'm honest to God, and this is something else I did. When people was telling me you can't keep South American, Africans, and all that together, I did it. I mean, it all depends on, I figure it all depends on how you raise your fish.
Right.
Now, when they get to a certain size, you're going to have problems because they get territorial. As any cichlid, you know, especially when they breed and they go in that super hype mode. Yeah, that's why they need tanks to themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, see, my issue at hand, and it hasn't, like, became major yet. I have a Jaguar cichlid with my Oscars, and I got 2 big plecos, but I got a Red Devil in there. Now, the Red Devil and the Oscars, they don't have no problems whatsoever. The Jaguar and the Oscars have no problems whatsoever. And the Jaguar and the Red Devil at first had no problems. Now I catch them lip locking occasionally, but they're not like killing each other. But yeah. I feel like they're testing who's dominant, you know, like getting rank check or something. But I'm afraid that at some point they might. I'm afraid they might eventually end up like, you know, just I don't know. And that's why I was wondering about that umbee. Would he be safe? Obviously, I'm going to grow him up properly first, but then would he be safe with them?
I figure, and the way I've been doing things when I do a community tank, as long as you put the fish in there prominently to the same size, I ain't never had a problem. As long as they're about the same size, I got away with it.
See, and that's what I done. Like the Red Devil. the Red Devil was introduced with the Oscars first, and he was like a juvie, I don't know, probably 4 inches or something. Now he's about 6. Well, I added the Jaguar in there, but he was already like 5 inches.
Right.
So within like 2 to 3 months is when I actually seen him start challenging the Red Devil. And now I've just been, I'm always watching when I can, making sure like they really ain't ripping each other apart, because I never want to see that
Right.
intentionally.
Hey,
But
the brother I was talking about, his name is Tim. He just came into the chat.
Tim, thank you so very much.
Tim Sheridan.
Chef has been telling us about you and everything. I'm glad you came to my little old stream, and if anything, came to support your friend Chef. So thank you for being here, buddy. I don't know how long you've been here in the chat. If there's anything you want to ask me, ask Cooper, whatever. Feel free, man. It's an open zone here. I'm just randomly asking Chef some questions.
He just seen the Black Nasties. I see he put the name of it, the Latin name to them, which are Haitienses. What did he put up there? Napoplis. The Nadopsis Haitienses is their Latin name.
All right.
If you look in the comments, he put the Latin name to the Black Nasties up there. And as a matter of fact, I think it's 5 or 6 in there. 3 of those are his. I had sent him 3 of the best ones I had, a nice stunning male and 2 females, and they died. They got mixed up. They told us the package was lost. Then the package went 50 miles away from him in the opposite direction. I got a claim with him. Trust me, trust and believe. He paid for next day shipping. He didn't get it till like 3 days.
Yeah, no, that ain't right.
And like I say, here in North Carolina, it get hot down there.
Right.
But like I told him, don't worry about it. I'll replace everything that's dead. It's a small thing. They only fish.
All right. Next question I have here. Again, I kind of went through your channel and it gave me some ideas and stuff.
Okay.
So obviously, you had a video with a die build on a double 55-gallon stand. Was that hard to build? How much did it cost? How do you go about building it? And you mentioned you had help. Who helped you?
I pay somebody to help me. Anything I do, I pay somebody to help me. I don't have fish friends that'll come over. Well, I do have a few fish friends that'll come over and help me when they, but everybody busy. So I went and got somebody random I knew that was good with his hands, help me build it. I had the lumber here. So and then the way lumber prices have shot up, I can't even say how much it was it cost to build. But this the thing. It wasn't hard to build because I went on YouTube and I looked at 50 to 60 DIY build them stands and it walked me right through the thing. So it was just as easy as watching a video.
Okay.
If I missed the step, I hit the rewind button and went back to that step and repeated, done it right. So that's how I did that. It was easy to build, especially with the blueprints they got on, on these DIY channels.
Yeah, and I could use something particularly.
And when
like
I first got into this fish hobby heavy like this with this many tanks, I had been watching YouTube and the people on it for like a year before I even jumped into this.
Right.
Heavy. Because I used to have, like I say, I had a tank wherever I went. I had at least 2 tanks. And I had 2 tanks upstairs. And then it was 3, and then it was 4, and then my wife said, "You got to do something. You got too many tanks in here. You got," and I had them spread out on all over because it's just me and her in this 3-bedroom house. We got 2 empty bedrooms upstairs. I turned one of them into a fish room. And she's like, "You got too many tanks spread out over the house. You got to do something." So I came down into the basement, looked around. There was the answer. I ran me a closed loop system with the central air, right? Watch YouTube for that too. Everything I did, I probably learned off of YouTube as far as this fish, And they walked me right through it. I just went and bought a bigger air system for when I add a bigger central air unit for when I add the more tanks to it.
I got two 55s that I would like to combine on a shelf like that because the one mixed cichlid tank I have upstairs sitting on a dresser. It's not even
Look,
on a proper stand.
let me tell you, it's so easy to build. You build two squares, right?
Yes.
You get 4 legs the same size. You screw
Okay.
the legs to the two joints. You measure it out. Screw the legs to the two boxes you just built, and then brace them on the inside. Bingo. That's where you stand. It's
All
that easy.
right.
But when you get in the 6-foot stands and you doubling up, you got to use bigger wood, thicker wood, stronger wood, and all that. And then they
Right,
got
right.
some of them got to be braced certain ways, you know. But the 55 is real easy. Build two boxes, get 4 legs the same, screw them, and then brace them, and there go your stand.
Right on. I think I spoke with you personally. I asked this question or whatever. We were talking about the YouTube channel and stuff like that. At any rate, what made you decide to get on YouTube? Like, did it just start out as your
All right.
vlog?
No, what made me get on YouTube was free publicity. This was a way to get my fish out there and people to see what I had to sell instead of paying. You know what I'm saying? It was free advertisement.
Okay, so then you wanted to start a business, or you already had started a business before starting your YouTube?
Say that one more time.
You had already had the business going before you started your YouTube. I'm sorry.
I guess you can say yeah, but when I started YouTube, I bought all my fish at 1 inch. So it took me a whole year before I even got to selling fish. But throughout that whole year, it was documenting the growth of my fish and showing them paying up. And like I said, what really got me over the hump was I got my fish from reputable people. Good
Right.
quality fish. It's hard to find nowadays because they got so many hybrids in the game. You know what I'm saying? Not
Right,
saying
right.
I love hybrids too. Not saying nothing wrong with hybrids at all. I love flower horns. I love all fish. You heard me? Like my
Right,
buddy.
yeah.
He got some stuff going on in North Carolina. He doing a project. I got people in Baltimore doing projects. I mean, hybrids. It's like everybody. They come out. I love hybrids. I just
No,
don't have a lot
yeah.
of them.
I have
I
a
just
flower
don't have a lot
horn.
of them.
I have one flower horn. He's a little juvie right now. So yeah, I
And
can dig hybrids. I like blood parrots. Some people don't like
yeah.
blood parrots.
Oh
And
my God, Tim. His name. He just put up. He said I'm about to do them stands. I got too many tanks on the floor. Talking about blood parrots. He got some mammoths. I
yep.
swear to God. He got a 6-foot tank, and I swear to God, he got about 50 mammoths in there. He,
Does
yep, he
does
got some.
Tim
He
have
got
a
some stuff
channel?
down there too. He a serious hobbyist too.
Tim, do you have a channel? If
No,
so,
he
could
don't. He don't have a
oh
channel. I've been trying.
no.
Look, matter of
Cooper,
fact,
there you go, man. Your first live stream on your channel needs to bring him on your show. I'll be
yeah.
there. I'll watch it.
We're that's down the road. We'll think about it down the road. And like I said, this is really my first live stream, really coming on somebody else's stuff.
Okay.
Now, they had this show called Coffee Morning Joe on Facebook, and I showcased my tanks on that. But that's as far as I went as far as live stream.
See, I never heard of that.
Yeah, it was Morning Joe. Matter of fact, here in Philly, we got a fish club. Oh God, they gonna kill me because I got a brain freeze. I don't know the name. Philadelphia. Oh God, it's on YouTube, and I know I gotta get these boys a plug. God damn it, I don't know the name of the fish channel, and they gonna kill me. The
Hey,
fish group
no.
name.
Hey, no, that's okay. If you like them enough to give them a shout out, then you
Yeah,
can get with me afterwards and we can
right.
put their channel in the description like I'm going to do for your channel, your phone
Yeah,
number, whatever you want me or will allow to be put out there. We're gonna put it in the description after this goes live. So
Well,
no
I'm
worries
an
there.
open book. You see, I gave my other phone number up freely, so
Right,
that should tell you something right there.
right.
And I treat people fair, man. That's another thing about customers, man. My main concern is they be happy. That means I get a
Right.
return customer. And if that means giving up a couple extra fish in the process, so be it. Because I'm telling you, I don't know why these people out here, these big box people, they sell you one fish for $35, but if you got $34, you can't get the fish.
Right, right.
Yeah. Or you gotta spend $100 before they even ship.
Shipping, man, that's what gets me. Like, I'm not afraid to spend a little money on the fish, but then
Right.
have to pay, 80, 100,
And
whatever
that's what I
dollars on.
did. And that's what I did to start my fishing from off. I was getting fish from all the way down there, down Mexico. I mean, all around the world. I was getting the best fish I could. I got them young, grew them up, mated them, and then start selling. And that's 7 years later. Here I go.
Your buddy just put a comment in there for you.
I mean, Chicago. I went Chicago Cichlids, Greater Chicago Cichlid Club of Chicago, whatever. They got a good club up there. I flew up there. My man is my buddy up there. His name Lafayette Hankerson. He let me stay at his house, one of my buddies, and we went to the swap meet. Oh my God, yo, the swap meet is what it is.
I've only been to one fish auction, only one, and
Really,
I want to go to more. I haven't been to a lot of swap
you
meets
gotta
or
join some
anything.
fish clubs like Cichlid
Yeah,
Club of York, King and Queen Cichlids. I think they founded that group. He just broke down all his aquariums and sold them. King and Queen, he a good friend of mine,
man, I
and I
seen
think
that. I
yeah.
can't believe he's quitting. But I mean,
Well,
I
guess
get it.
what?
If it's for their best interest, then.
Yeah,
But
I mean, we do what's best for us. Sometimes because this fish hobby, I'm gonna tell you, man. Another thing I'll tell somebody, my first thing telling somebody, don't get into this unless you put 100% in it.
right.
If you're not willing to put 100% into this hobby, don't even get a fish tank
Mm-mm.
because they deserve the best you can give them. You understand? We taking care of them. They our pets. You
Yes,
understand?
sir.
And if you ain't willing to take care, because I done seen some fish in some horrific situations, and the tanks look like, oh my God. And it just hurt me to my heart to see that.
Right.
If you ain't willing to take care of them fish, don't get no tank. Straight up. Don't get no fish. Because it deserves some dedication. But first
Yes.
you gotta have the motivation. Because this tank, I mean, I come down here at 2 o'clock. I do my water changes at night. For one, I found as though that my water come out different at night. I don't know what they do into my water here, but I told you about that, right? Every time I got it
Yeah.
marked on my calendar, but a certain time of the year, my water come out and it kill my fish. And there's a certain a month that I don't change water between them 2 days, man. It's crazy. But it took me 4 years to find that out.
Yeah.
I'm coming downstairs after I do a water change, come back downstairs, and then the fish dead, the whole tank. I done lost so many fish to that water, man.
I on a side note to that, like I don't know, I don't never want to tell somebody don't get into the hobby, but exactly like you said, you can't just be halfway in it or whatever. Like sure, when you first start, you don't know nothing, and that is the joy of it, but you have that drive to learn and you want to build your perfect tank, and that's awesome. The inspiration starts. But like, yeah, I agree. I guess I concur. Like, don't say I'm gonna get a fish tank and then just set something up with water and throw some fish in it and be like, okay, they're fine. This is my tank. But to anybody watching, that don't mean you can't. Maybe you just need like a smaller setup with smaller fish, or maybe you are that slim percent. Like, I don't know. I'm trying not to ramble. Chef is right. Like, it does take you got to put into it what you want to get from it. They are living creatures, firstly. They do deserve, I guess, humility in a sense is the right way to say it. I'm not sure. And then, yeah, you got to put effort into it. You can't just set it up and expect it to be perfect. And if that's what you're hoping for is a lazy hobby, fish keeping probably is not for you. So, yeah, I was just concurring your point, Chef. My bad for rambling.
Amelia asks, how much do an aquarium cost?
Uh,
Let you answer that, John.
I mean, it depends on what size
What size?
aquarium. And where you get it from. Honestly, I wish somebody would have told me to go to Marketplace when I first started, because I got a 10-gallon that I thought was 50, or maybe it was a 15, but the full caboodle at your local pet store, and I paid $75 for it. I'm like, are you kidding? Like later on, when I found out how much tanks go for on market, and even
Right.
like what your typical 50-gallon, you're gonna pay like maybe I'm being a little high there, $200 at like Petco. How much is your typical 50-gallon? Somewhere around 150, unless you're catching a sale or something. Whereas
Right.
I got my 135-gallon on Marketplace for $300 with canopy and stand. Like,
Right.
so Amelia, do your research. If you're really wanting to consider a fish, you're not sure about it. I'm not sure what country you're in, where you're from. More details would be helpful, but do your
And then
research.
look out for Petco, because Petco be having $1 a gallon sale. I'm not gonna say they're the best tanks, but they'll get you over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want a decent sized tank and not completely go broke. Dollar a
Right.
gallon sale on their 125s, or
Yeah.
even a nice little 75-gallon. That's another thing. If you're gonna get into the hobby, I don't know. I wish I would have got a bigger tank. I started with a smaller tank, and I think bigger tanks are easier to maintain once you get them cycled. I don't know your opinion on that, Chef, or anybody in the chat what your opinion is. Do you think a bigger tank's easier to maintain,
Yeah.
or a smaller tank?
I think a bigger tank is easier to take care of than a smaller tank. You got
Right.
more water because it's going to take, all right, say you got a 10-gallon and a 30-gallon or 40-gallon. Same water, everything. Something going to happen in that 10-gallon and go wrong with the fish before it happened to that 30-gallon, because one is more water. It's going to take longer you know what I'm saying? It's going to take longer to hit the fish if they in a
Right.
40-gallon than it would in a 10.
Right. Right.
My
You
150, I start doing water changes on them like once a week, especially when they in spawning mode. I
right.
do a
Right.
50% water change and let it go. That's when I'm lazy. But all the smaller tanks, they got to get changed, because I'm telling you, my lady here, man, I'm telling you, and this is no lie, I got maybe 37 tanks down here. A 2-inch fish can die and be floating, and she can smell it.
Man.
I swear to God, I put this on everything I learned. She would tell me, baby, you got a dead fish downstairs. I can smell him. I'm like, yeah, all right. I come downstairs, I don't smell nothing, but I go to a tank and it's a dead fish in there, for sure. This another thing. See, my basement closed in. I ain't got no back door, but I got a front window and a back window.
Do you have a? Oh yeah, you just said that.
You
I was
messing
about to
up
say a
again, Sean. You
window.
messing up, Sean. We couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
No, not yet.
No. Where's
Let
the
me change
button?
my phone too. Let me change my area. Go this way. Say something, Sean.
Can you hear me?
Nope. Still not
No.
messing around. God damn it.
It might be me.
Let me share this hack real quick. Cause see,
Yeah.
down in my basement, the humidity can get up with this many tanks, right? I keep the
Yeah.
back window open year round with an exhaust fan on it, and I got these all around. I got a dehumidifier down here, but I don't like to run it, but I do when I had to. But these right here, it's called damp bread. You hang them in the ceiling. These collect moisture out the air. I spend a lot of money on these to keep my basement, the moisture down in my basement. Because right now, it's about 76, 86 down here. Let me see. It's 79 down in my basement right now. And I got both of the windows open.
Right.
And see, also buy these too. This is the other one. You can just dump the wood out and add the big thing to it. These help a lot. Plus, they smell good because you can get these in flavors. This is lavender. Once the crystals dissolve, you'll have a bag of water, and they do take the moisture out the air. That's a good thing to know, especially if you're running a lot of tanks.
Yeah,
I've seen people with. Go ahead.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is how do you deal with humidity and weekly? Like, how much water do you lose? Like, measurement typically from evaporation, like
Okay,
10%, 20%.
most of the ones, all right, the ones with I got lids on almost everything, but a couple tanks. Now, the ones with the lids, I say 10% per week. But the ones without the tank, they will drop 2 inches in 2 days.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I'm only running air on most of them, sponges.
Hello, Craig. Thank you for joining, buddy.
Who that? Craig who?
Broderick.
Welcome to the chat. Homeboy, it says 13 in here.
Oh, yeah, mine says 15 now.
Craig Broderick.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, Tim said his big tanks are also easier to take care of. I think the more volume of water you got, the better it is.
Right. Okay, out of all of your fish that you can at least remember that you have bred, which have been the easiest to breed, do you think, and why? Or maybe there ain't a why.
All right, I'm gonna go first. I'm not gonna go. All right, the easiest fish to breed was guppies. You put them in a tank, you put some duckweed and some grass in there, and they do their thing. The next easiest one when we get the cichlids, big cichlids, little cichlids, is convicts. They breed like rabbits, man. You can throw 2 of them in a tank and they will populate that. I swear. I got convicts in my big tanks, like in here. I got platinum convicts in this Dover tank. I got some black and some black ones up in the Geophagus tank. I got some in the bass. I got a couple in the bass tank. I ain't seen them lately, but they in there. They come out when I feed them. In the bass tank, see, I gotta feed two different foods because I got fish that eat different shit. All of them eat the krill, but a lot of them I feed the pellets. Right. The bass don't touch the pellets. And I got so many fish and so many fry. I didn't start feeding the bass some of the live food, but I don't like to go live unless I'm breeding it. Like if I go to the store and buy a bunch of goldfish, they'll stay in my tank at least 2 weeks before I feed them. Yep. And I don't usually do that. But right now, I got an overwhelming population of barred red devils. I got about 100 in this 40-gallon tank, and they got about 300 in there with them, the pair. That's 1 inch. So I've been taking some of the 1 inches, dropping them in there with the bass just to see them chase, just to see them eat them.
I got 2 convicts, and they breed all the time, and I feed their babies as feeders. Like, I mean, I raise them up. They're not even full grown. They're probably only 3 inches or so, whatever. Sorry, the camera's messed up, but I will feed them to my Oscars, and I have a moray eel. So
really,
he likes, and
I ain't seen them on your channel.
I look up the video.
Freshwater moray eel.
Yes, sir. My how-to
I got to
care
check your channel out. I mean, I've been slacking because I damn sure ain't see him.
That was back in the day, Chef.
Oh,
back when I started.
I hear you.
But no,
I thought you meant recently.
No, I still got him though. Anyway,
you know what? Because I want one. That's why I wanted to see it. I want one of those.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about getting some stingrays.
Yeah, me too. But you need at least 180 gallons, is what I've read.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting ready to get 180 gallons. I can start them out. I got a 135 or 150. And I'm getting ready. Yeah, I can start them out though. And I want to go with the smaller version, like the mini Motoros.
Right.
I want to go with them, ones that don't get that big, but they do get big.
Yeah, no, I
Then I
dig
want some
them.
snakeheads. I want some channers. The ones that's purple and red. I want them dwarf species of snakeheads. I want to pay those.
I'm gonna
But we
send
can't
you.
have them here.
I'm about
They
to say I'm
outlawed.
gonna send you a video after this stream because I got this Nigerian connect and he's trying to get me to buy some. I swear.
All right, say less. Say less.
Yes.
Yeah, say less. Yeah.
Right.
But
But
I got like 40 frontoses coming, blue frontoses. I got like 40, 50 warus coming, small ones, 1 inch, 2 inches. And I got some more other stuff coming I don't want to say yet.
okay, yeah, no. I the successfully, well, I asked you, which is the easiest you thought to breed. I can concur with the convicts, because I literally haven't done nothing but put them together, made sure they were in a stable tank, and made sure there was plenty of food, and they just do
Right.
the thing.
Yeah. You
My
don't even have to do water changes on them regularly either.
right, my
Yeah.
Oscars, they have successfully laid eggs 4 times, but only raised fry once, and I have a baby from that fry that actually lived.
Really?
Yep, and
Nice.
then those rainbows laying eggs. But other than that, I haven't had any other successful breedings or whatever in my case. But yeah. 2 days, Craig.
And y'all, I mean, I got about 6 different types of food. Like this is flake food. I got krill, I got black worm, and I got something else mixed up in here. I don't feed them the same thing every day.
Right.
Even my big fish eat these flakes. One day they'll get the flakes, the next day they'll get the Southern Delight. The next day, all my big fish get krill every day though.
My Oscars refuse, and maybe if I starve them long enough, they might try
Yep.
to eat some flakes. But I really don't want to do that. If they're
Okay.
okay with pellets and
And another
earthworms
reason
and
I don't feed a lot of live is because when people come to me, they're not gonna go out and buy guppies for it, unless they into that.
right,
You know what I'm saying? But 90% people that come from me, that's why I pellet raise every day.
right,
Like I barely get them. I just gave the bass to guppies just to see them eat, because I love bass, man. I love them peacock bass. These are the ones that start with a O, O-N-I-O, organist. My buddy just told me what they was. I want some of them timid. I think they call. They get the big knot on their head. I
yeah.
want some of them.
What,
Yeah.
flower horn? Or,
Huh?
sorry,
I thought I heard you say the flower horn.
right, no, because I seen him put that comment because you said your buddy had mentioned it earlier, but that was the wrong one. I thought you meant in the stream. Tim was the one that said the fish you mentioned. My bad.
Sean, somebody asked you a question. Somebody say T-Bone asked you, how is your channel going? Has it grown a bit? Because I put your channel out there where I can.
T-Bone Fishes, firstly, I appreciate all the support, buddy, from all of my subscribers, everybody in the chat. My channel has ironically grown quite a bit in the last couple weeks. I'm not quite sure where all the subscribers are from, and I haven't seen like a whole lot of comments on my channel, like
Right.
per se
That don't mean they're
from
not watching it.
right, from the new subs. So, thank you for asking. Yes, my channel has grown, and I hope that has been from you, Sharon. I appreciate you being my moderator. I appreciate you being devoted because you have been in almost every one of my streams. You've came up on my stream, T-Bone. So thank you very much for asking.
Let me ask something, Sean.
Yeah,
Another cichlid I know that to me that's real easy to breed is the Brashadi cichlid, aka fairy cichlid, because
yeah.
they colony breeders. And
See,
I
but
got about I bullshit you not. I got about 100, maybe 200 in there. I started with one wild caught pair I got from Greater Chicago Cichlid Club. I went up to the swap meet, flew up there and mailed my fish back airport from air to air and picked them up. and brought them home. But I got a pair of Bashardi, and they is in this 37-gallon or something, and they've been in here for life. And I'm telling you, it's so many in here, and I don't do nothing to this tank. All I do is top it off. I can't remember the last time I did a water change on this tank, and there's so many fish in here.
So is it the firemouth cichlid?
No, this is the. All right, let me see if I can show you. They are called Bashardi, from Lake Tanganyika and furry cichlid. But let me see if I can show them to you. Now, I don't know if I ain't got the right type of light on here for you. Hold up, Sean.
Are they also called a lyre tail?
No, I think so, because of their split tail.
Yeah, I think. Look at my screen real quick.
Trying to get this light right. Tell me if you can see any fish. They like to hide a lot, but I got a lot in here.
I'm not really.
No, you ain't gonna be. I ain't gonna be able to get them. I'll put a video up on my channel.
Okay, hey, look at this. I tried to Google them, and that's why I asked if is that them?
That's it. That's it.
Okay, yeah, the lyre tail cichlid, and then that sub name fire is down in there or whatever.
You don't see Bashardi on there nowhere. They look just like that.
Yeah,
that's them though.
It says Neolampro.
Neolampropus.
Yep. Yeah, Bashardi. And you have some of them?
Huh?
You have some of them? How much do you sell them for?
So many of them. It's crazy.
I could put them in my community misfit tank.
Yo, these don't get but so big now. My adult breeding pair, like 3 inches.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's gotta be at least 200-300 in this tank. And they got babies. 2-3 sets of parents got babies in here. It's just so many. And they colony breeders.
We need to work some of them in our little deal that we're gonna be doing.
We can talk, John. We can talk.
Yeah.
And
those
guess
are
what?
Cool looking.
Yeah.
Hey, T-Bone. Pretty much that just answered your question without answering it direct. That's another small dwarf cichlid. You were asking about small cichlids. He just said they only get 3 inches at full maturity.
And they beautiful.
Right.
Yeah. Now
I haven't. Go ahead.
The ones I seen in the hobby, they got like a bronze reddish tip to them. Mine is like almost black and gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had never really like looked them up directly, or I'm sure I might have heard the Bashardi before, but that's the first time looking them up, and those are cool looking. And yeah, I would definitely be happy to maybe get, a couple, whatever. But as you said,
a small thing. I got so many, man. my man, he made a comment. I wonder.
Which one?
I want to alliterate on. Let me go back here. Tim, he made a comment. He said,
"Is it the one about his fish or his kids?"
No, not that one. I must have passed it.
There's one right above it. I'm trying to put his comments up on the screen so you can see them a little better. He said, "Flower horn gang.
Nice selection of fish. Thank you, T-Bone.
I'm about to do my stance. I got too many tanks on the floor. Oh, he talking about me.
All right, it is that one. He said, I get my tanks right. We going to do the live stream coop. And yeah, bro looks out for you. He treats you like family, giving you fish. Big shout out.
Yes, sir. I have only been talking to Chef for probably about a week or two
Yep.
now off of YouTube, just through texting and, you know, websites, emails, whatever. And Coop's good people. I feel like I've done been known in my whole life. So I believe his way he deals with customers is how I would like to be treated. And if you're going to go into a fish business, I feel that's how it should be. Before you become, as he said, big box corporate stuck up dudes. Like, remember where you came from. Remember when you wanted to get a fish. And now I get there's
Go ahead. Go
capital.
ahead.
You
Yep.
gotta profit, you gotta make money. But like when you like your setup, chef, you have all these fish, having all these babies, and I'm not trying to step on your toes by any means,
Just go for it.
say anything I'm not that is wrong. I'm just saying correct me if I say something out of line. But my point is like, so you have a successful breeding colony, if you will, of fish, having multiple fish and having multiple fish.
Right.
Sure, you need to make your money, but you still remember where you come from and know that you have 300 fish to get rid of that might
Right.
not all go that quick. So
Right.
I'm sure that's where you'll maybe, hey, I'll go ahead and lower the price a little. How about I give you 3 for the price of 1? You cannot walk into Petco. You cannot walk into my local fish store, the Reef Aquarium shop, and say, I don't like that price. Can I get 3 of those for this price? It's not going to happen. So
Right. Right.
as I feel as long as you maintain that, your character is like that, you're obviously going to do good. And I, from here on out, will support you and recommend you to anybody that is like, hey, you know where to get some good fish? I'm like, yeah, sure do. Cooperscichlids, you know?
Appreciate you. See, and one of the things that's got me is I breed my own fish and sell them. That's my whole thing. I want a pair of fish that I can breed and then I can sell it fry. I don't want to go to a wholesale house and buy 100 of these. I want to breed my own. So most of the stuff I breed myself. I got like 27 tanks up and I got about 20 pair of fish breeding.
Right, right.
Somebody asked me what kind of guppies I got. I got 7-color guppies and Japan blue guppies. I just look, my 7-color guppies in my den, and I started with a trio of both the blues and the 7 colors. The Japan blue, they got about, I swear, if you look at this tank, it's about 200 of them in there. Got them at the same time. Now upstairs, my Japan blues, it's only like 15 or 20 in there. They've been eating their fry. I ain't have enough guppy grass in there so the babies could get away. So I went on and bought 2 golf ball sizes of guppy grass and threw in there.
So
and now
guppies,
I got babies everywhere.
I don't know this answer, and I'm asking it myself. Guppies will eat their fry.
Say that again.
Guppies will eat their babies.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
a real question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They spit. Well, look, when their babies come out, they go to the bottom, then they come back up to the top and get that first cup of air. Until they get that first cup of air, they vulnerable. Once they get that first cup of air, they can go.
That's quick.
Yeah, but right in that period when she have them and he go up and get that air, they vulnerable. And if you ain't got no cover or nothing in there, they gonna eat them. The male will come by and pick them off.
Right.
Then I got like 100 albino L144s. I bought them wholesale from Uncle Sam Discus. They was less than an inch. They wasn't even an inch when I got them. They're about an inch now. But I get the joy just by growing fish up.
How much do you sell your guppies for?
I tell you, a trio for $25. Your choice. 2 males, 1 female, 2 females, 1 male. I got enough of them to do that.
Right on.
And my shrimp, they just getting to breed. I just seen some berry shrimp in there, so they just starting to breed. I had them about 3 weeks. I had sold out. I shouldn't have did it. I sold all my shrimp like an asshole, and then I had to start over. But it was a good thing because that shrimp tank carried me for a whole year.
I
I
got
must
I
have
get it.
sold 2,000 shrimp out there, and that's no lie. Out that
Whoa.
120 gallon. And I can put you in touch with a guy to tell you he bought about 400 himself.
Cooper, Richard asked, we can text you at that number.
You can call me at that number. You can text me. You can call me. Yes, that's my business line. I got another phone for my private line. But he can't text me on it now because I'm on it.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
but see, look, this is another thing that ain't never changed with me. When you go to a big box store, they got everything labeled in different sections. You got your parachromas, right? You
Yep.
got your envelopers, you got your neopalac, all different kinds of species with all different kinds of prices, right?
And
You might not even find, you might find 2 or 3 in there the same price. My prices stay the same. I don't care what kind of cichlid I breed. It's $10 up to an inch.
wow.
Yeah. See, that's another thing
You might
about me.
hold up, let me take that off the stream. You might not want to say that. Nah.
Say that again.
I
No,
said
and it
let
ain't changed. It's been
me
like this since I've been doing tanks. I never changed, and I ain't gonna never change.
Okay,
I
tell
don't
me
care
this.
what species of fish it is. If I bred it, you can get it up to an inch for $10, and this might cost you, you know what I'm saying? And when they get bigger, you still make up buying it from me because I'm not
Hy
gonna charge you what the box store is gonna charge you.
Hypothetically, if you bred Campa, I think I'm saying that right, Campa flower horns, which
Uh-huh.
typically are like $100 or more
They
at the pet.
$10 an inch. Now, when they start to
Man,
get bigger, when they start to get 4 or 5 inches and start getting their coop on them, then it's a
yeah,
different story. But
okay.
up to 2 inches, you can get them for $10, $15 each. And like I say, if I bred it, that's how it's been. It's been like that since I've been in business.
All right. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I wish that was anybody that I came across this far. Like,
Yeah,
and if that's what I mean. If people, even big box stores, well, you can't really order from big box stores, but my point
right,
is people who sell fish online, if they would have a flat rate price, I
right,
might not feel so bad about paying $70 for shipping
right,
because I got all of these fish for,
right,
$50.
right,
Not one fish is $35 plus 85 shipping. Who can do that all the time? I
right.
can't. Some people can, but I can't. So, yeah, I appreciate that concept. That's awesome. I'm gonna take a little intermission. I hope the chat don't mind. I hope you don't mind. I got to use the facility real quick. So, I'm
I'm gonna
gonna.
be surfing through the comments and stuff.
All right. 503 Aquatics, thank you very much, Shannon, for coming through.
ARK say big females will eat fry too. Yes, they will. Hey, I appreciate everybody that came out here, got on this little stream here. Appreciate the support. Maybe I might got a few more customers. Like I say, normally I ship airport to airport, but right now I'm on the line with that. I'm not shipping airport to airport. And a lot of people use USPS 3-day shipping, and that's cool with me. Say long as they under an inch, 2 inches, that's cool to ship them like that. Because I done had fish come all the way from California for 3-day boxes with no problem. I also got shrimp, snails, plecos, green dragons, L144 albinos,
Uh-oh. Can everybody hear me? We lost Cooper again? Oh, chef. 503 Aquatics. Can you hear me? Hello? What was the last thing said? I was only gone for a second to go potty. Bear with me, everybody. I'm gonna text Chef, and I'm sure he just bounced out accidentally. His phone might have died. I don't know if his phone died on him or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna take this moment, I guess, though, to what's your tanks look like, bro? Tim, are you talking to me, buddy? You don't want to look at my tanks right now. They're covered with algae. The only one that's halfway decent to look at is well, probably this one next to me, and it's got a lot of BB floating around in it. I mean, I'll go ahead and show you a little something, but I'm just ashamed of my tanks right now. This is my Misfit community tank. Okay, so inside of this tank, you have everything from catfish to cichlids. Got some blood parrots, blue acaras, uh, some random OPs. You got that dolphin cichlid there. I'm not sure what view it's showing you guys. The red-tailed shark. I got a couple geos, some blue rams in here, some clown loaches. My geophagus, he's just growing out. I got Kalui loaches, dojo loaches. Uh, yeah, and then up top, sorry, I missed the top crew. We got some giant danos. We got some guppies. There's some other danos mixed in there. A few tetras, glowfish. Oh, yeah, I forgot I got this juvie angel. I'm wondering, hey, Richard, if you're still there, do you think, like, what's the whole process on mixing angelfish? Like, does there have to be a ratio? Tim, by the way, as I said, that's my Misfit community tank. And I know well enough to know that some of those fish can't be in there forever. They're just growing out. Believe it or not, that blood parrot that's in there has a brother, or no, yeah, it's a brother for sure upstairs in the other tank. They're like night and day. This one down here is docile. The one upstairs is an asshole, and that's why he's in that tank upstairs. There should be one male to 2 to 3, but I have mostly males. Bruiser CB, StreamYard will eat your battery. Yeah, on your phone, probably. I'm using my iPad at the moment. All right, everybody. I'm talking to Chef right here, right now. Hang in there. I'm gonna have to maybe resend him this link so that he can rejoin back in. In my 65-gallon, all three are male, and they always fight. Ah, here we go.
All
Hey,
right.
you're back.
Yeah, man, had a little technical difficulty. My internet just dropped on me.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I just came back from the restroom and I'm like, oh no, where did he go?
Let me see if I can turn this camera around. Hold on.
Tim, Sharon, I just had to separate my Cubans to get them to breed. You're talking about angelfish then? I don't even know all the types of angels. I just have the marble. That's what I bought it as, and then y'all seen it just a minute ago. And of course, I'll be doing better videos and stuff like that on them once I've had them for a while. I don't like to do a video on a fish until I've at least had it for a couple weeks because I don't want to
Right.
be that guy that does a video and then the fish dies and then I got to pretend that it's the same fish after I went and bought a new one. And plus, I get kind of attached to my fish, so they get their resting time, before
Yeah.
replacing or whatever.
Hey, Tim said he had to separate his Cubans in order to breed. I got 2 pair of Cubans, right? And I'm having a little issue with them eating their eggs. So I told my man Tim that the next time they breed, I'm gonna snatch the rock out and just put it in a aerated aquarium with water, like a 5 gallon. Because I didn't bred fish. I told you my success rate for fry is impeccable. I'm proud of myself. I don't care what nobody say. You know what I'm
Whoop,
saying? And
whoop.
yeah. Anyway, I'm giving to the man upstairs. Without him, I ain't nothing though. But
Right.
I done had really good. I ain't even gonna say luck, just really good success raising fry from these fish I've been breeding. And I forgot what I was gonna say. Let me drink my coffee.
Well, talking about
Oh, I know what I
separating the
want to say.
Cubans. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know why he had to separate them.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you.
He'll call me later because that's the man. He can come up here and get some fish. He the one I sent the box of fish to. But in this tank right here, these are my Crypto Heroes chillimensis, and I also got some marble venestratus females in here. These are the chillimensis. They are on the CARES list. Can y'all see these?
Yeah.
The white ones are the marble venestratus. I love that pattern. That's a male right there. I love the patterns on them. These small ones are females. I got some more downstairs, but these chillimensis, they are like the T-bars, and I think they on the CARES list. I know that. And they get blue eyes. They are really pretty. Look, they get this white with black stripes on them when they go in the breeding dress.
Yeah, that'd be
That's another
pretty.
thing I'm hooked on. I got some green dragons in there, males and females. I'm hooked on the breeding dress because when the fish change colors, oh my god, that's another thing I'm hooked on. How
So
they can
then,
change colors when they go
are
into
you?
breeding.
This is on topic, off topic of what you just said, but are you in the BAT program then?
No,
No.
I should be in it. I should, and a lot of people told me because of how many fish I done bred, But it's
Right.
something I'm not interested in. I'm interested in saving the fish, yes, but as far as getting recognized for it and all that good
Right.
stuff, I ain't into that.
Right.
Yeah, and I just bred them. I just had a pair, and they bred, and that's their fry. the female, the male killed her right after they bred, like a week after they bred, and he got all excited. I did a water change, and that put him in the breeding mode already, you know. And
Right.
then he just stressed the female out so bad that I was on vacation, and everything happened when I go away, and I came back, and she was at the top breeding hard, and I took her out, tried to revive her and stuff, and was to no avail. So I took him out, and he in my community tank with the geophagus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you,
The same way
T-Bone.
with
Thank you very much. I appreciate you
T-Bone.
stopping in as always.
I gotta get to his channel. He put his link up here, didn't he?
I believe so.
Thanks,
T-Bone,
T-Bone.
if you're still in there,
Appreciate
drop
you.
your link again.
He said,
Tim.
no Cuban cichlids. I have a breeding pair of angels as well.
Oh yeah, that's because I asked him what was he
Okay.
talking about, because I was talking about my angels for a minute. But Tim, what all is in your community? Because he answered, he said because they wouldn't breed in my 180 community.
This where I'm messed up at. One, he said I just had to separate my Cubans to get them to breed. A couple, and then go down again. He said no Cuban cichlids. I had a breeding pair of angels. Maybe he meant angels. Maybe he had to separate his angels to get them to breed.
Tim, can you clarify that?
And then ARK Aquatics, he said his Dalhousie bitcher died.
No way. I don't know
Yeah,
how I missed that. Richard, I'm so sorry. How big was
yeah.
it, buddy?
Like
You,
mine is like 8 to 10 inches and that's as thick as a 50-cent piece. That's how round it is. And I throw
I
stuff down there so he can eat too.
I
Now
had a go ahead.
I had our albino one. Guess what? He ate it.
Ugh.
I come downstairs 2 o'clock in the morning just to do water changes, and the albino bitcher hanging out his mouth.
I had an albino Senegal, and
Yeah.
it got up to about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches and got stuck in a decoration and it died on me. But now I have another one, and he's slowly grown up now to about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 inches. But those things grow slow, and I want him to
Yeah,
just
they
be
do.
big so he can
ARK,
go in my.
he
Go
said
ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you off. He said his
No.
was 3 inches.
Oh man.
You asked him how big it was, right?
Right.
So
I'm
let's go
sorry.
upstairs. I'm gonna go upstairs and show the 7-color guppies.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh shit!
Like I
What I did?
said, if no, you're good. Everything's right. If you want to mute your camera while
I
walking
don't
through
need
the
to.
house,
Yeah, I
okay.
don't need to do that. Y'all
Okay.
gonna be watching me anyway.
Right.
I ain't found out how to flip it so the back I can show you that way, but
I
we
know
good.
I'm gonna have to get into the chat with the Fishy Biz after
Yeah,
this and ask him, because he's really been giving me some helpful hints on the whole streaming, because I'm kind of new at streaming too. I've been doing videos for a minute,
right.
but I've only done, my 8 streams in the last maybe 2 months.
I not only sell fish, I sell fish food too.
Oh, okay.
The Aquamax 300. I lost you again.
I
What the
I think
hell?
I think you tried to turn the camera thing again or something. Oh, there you go. He went out. I apologize, everybody. Some technical difficulties. It could be on my end too. I know y'all have seen streams where I'm all like, for a minute, and then I come back, or da, da. Or for me, like the visual is like that.
I'm back.
It's all learning it.
Yeah.
You're
Cause
good,
see,
man.
when I hit cam mic, it go to the screen where it say front or back camera. I hit back camera and then try to back out of there, and it backs me out the whole app. I try to get back to this screen when I hit front camera, and it won't let me get back. So anyway, these are my 7-color guppies.
Ooh.
I don't know if y'all can see them.
Bring it. Well, yeah, right there, right across. Oh, well, a little down, like your cam. Yeah, right there. That's crisp, and then go across your tank like that. Those are pretty. I
And
got
you
it.
can see, and they got babies in here now. If you can see that one back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the last 3 weeks, I noticed wasn't no babies, and I seen all the pregnant females, and I had to go get some guppy grass real quick. They are pretty though. These are pretty, especially the females. If y'all can see them,
Yeah, yeah. You can see the yellow on their tails
yeah, man,
good.
they are very beautiful.
And
And the
that
male,
that that one just looked like it had orange on its
that's
tail.
the male. They the males.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah, the males get that tail like that. And I'm trying to get y'all on one because all you see is females right here, right now, and babies. There's some babies up there. I don't know if y'all can see them.
Kind of. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
but
you see them skeeting across the
yeah,
water, but not
but
really see them.
I want the males get to look like that. That's a little teeny one though. But that go a male right there. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
They get really beautiful.
I got a
Anyway,
com I got a community tank, and I did try a few guppies, and I think I used to have my Bishure in this Misfit community tank, and I really think he got a hold of a couple of them. Well,
uh-huh.
he's been since moved to the Octagon tank, and
Right,
I might actually have to give me some more guppies. Like when I first started the hobby, I wasn't getting no betta, no guppies, no little girly fish. I wanted big,
right.
massive, angry, mean fish. Well,
Predators.
once you get into it though, you start to develop a liking for unique and different fish, or just
Yeah.
all fish in general. Not to say you like to keep them, but you have an appreciation for them, you know.
Let me share this. Um, when I got into fish, I was just messing with cichlids, big cichlids. That's it for the first 3 years. Then I tried the guppies, the softwater stuff, angels, stuff like that. I was killing them, man. They was dying on me. I could not raise these fish. Their parameters was different from my South Americans, and I could not get it for 6 months. It took me 6 months just to start breeding little teeny fish. Yeah, I'm serious. I could not keep these fish alive for some
Is
reason.
Was it because of your water? You said you had a hard
Yeah,
water
yeah.
or soft water. I don't see. I don't know about guppies in that
Well, see,
aspect of breeding. I know my
right now
Oscars
I
will
do the
breed.
right. I do the same thing for all my tanks, the same way. I ain't changing up nothing. Now I'm looking at about 40 to 50 babies in here with these. Cause I seen like 8 or 9 females pregnant.
Was
So
the
yeah.
those
Throwing that
she's
guppy grass in there was the right thing because they'd have been to 8 of them. I ain't see no babies in like 3 weeks.
was Freddy's, some convicts, some Jules and gold jags, a couple Dempseys, and another Cuban. Tim
That's
talking
Tim, ain't
about
it?
his community tank, and then he answered he said, and I was talking about my Cuban cichlids. They wouldn't breed in my 180, and my
Mm-hmm.
angels, I had to take
To
them out
take
of my
them out of my 55.
55.
Yeah. Understood, Tim. He a good
And
dude. I just met him. I met him on YouTube.
yeah, but he
Yeah.
doesn't have a channel. He just came
Not
to
yet.
yours.
But he got a nice selection of fish.
Yeah.
And he breeds fish. I mean, he good. He just ain't got no channel yet. I've been telling him, man, you need a channel, bro.
Right. Even if you just use it as a vlog for your personal, like day to day, this is what I'm doing with my fish. You can always
He a
look
hard
back
worker
on it.
though. Yeah.
Right. You ain't got to worry about monetization or nothing like that. It's just, enjoying the hobby, growing the hobby, meeting the fish family. I love going into live streams, other people's, not just mine, and
Right.
like everybody's like, "Hey, casual, how you doing? What's new?" And people talking everything and fish. I love that. I can get lost in that for hours. So
Right.
I mean, if anything, do it for that. And if you're cool just having your own personal tanks at home and working through Chef here, that's okay too. I'll just ask him for some pictures. What are
No, they 7-color guppies, Tim. And I'm gonna tell you, these females get huge, man. They get huge and they get pretty because I had some that's all silver with black tails, the females.
Yeah.
And then I got some that's crested yellow and black on their tails. I wish I could flip this damn camera. I'm trying again. Camera.
I don't know if you own an iPad, Chef, but
No, I
next
don't.
time. Oh, okay.
I think I got it.
Oh yeah, yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah. All right, there we go. Look at that one. That one got yellow on it.
I'm about to make you the solo layout. Okay, there you go.
Now that's the male right there. Where you at? Right there.
Ooh.
That's the male.
It's like orangish.
There's
a mix there.
Actually, they ain't called 7 colors for nothing. They got 7 colors in them.
No kidding.
And that's a young male. That ain't even a big one. That's a little baby one. Look at the female back there. She all silver with black on her tail.
Right, doll.
And look at this one. This one right here, same 7-color guppy. It's a female, but it's got yellow on and black on its tail.
Way. You might be creating your own strain.
I know, right?
That'd be cool, though.
And now you can see one of the babies back there now. But his baby's all through here now. And the key was throwing some cover in there for them. First, they only had that little clump of grass up there.
Right.
And now they got that's a beautiful female right there. See, I was thinking about taking her and him and putting them in a tank by themselves and see what kind of babies they make.
Right.
Take another male with the female that's all black with the big black tail.
Yeah.
That one got black and red in her tail. And one got black and yellow. Look at that one. That's where she at right there. I might be too close.
No, yeah, you can see it. It's kind of starting to come
Look
in.
at the yellow in this tail though. It's crazy.
Yeah. It almost looks like the yellow goes into the body some.
Yeah, don't it? Yeah, it do, but it don't. It don't fade into the body. The body a whole different color. That male, he just parading.
Right, he's showing off. He said, I'm on camera.
Yeah, he's just in the middle of the tank doing him. And right now,
I got some photogenic fish. They know I got my phone out, and they'll come straight to the front of the glass. And then I got ones that hide.
Look at the babies.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. They all over the tank now. So these should, I say about 2 weeks. Because these grow fast.
Guppies do?
Yeah, these do. They grow really fast. Like in a month, they was full grown damn near. And I told you I only started off with 3. And then the female, she jumped out. One of the females jumped out the tank, so I only had a pair of these.
Oh, man. You know, I haven't experienced that yet. Not that I want to, but I fortunately have not had any fish jump out of my tank yet. And I do have a couple without lids in them. And I have fish that are notorious for escaping your tank. No, not even jumping. Like I got a rope fish. They're known for like literally climbing out of your tank. It hasn't happened yet. I don't want there to be yet.
Yeah.
And then the freshwater moray eel. They're known for being escape artists. He's never slithered up out of the tank. He only goes to the top every once in a blue moon, it seems like, to get a good gulp of air or whatever.
Let me share this with you. I went downstairs the other morning, right?
Yeah.
And to my surprise, 2 steps in the basement, I see one of my Trimax on the floor.
Oh, no.
Hold up. I snatched the end off of the canister filter, the exhaust where the water come out. I snatched the end off of that, and I put him underwater and put it in his mouth. Let the water run through his gills. Now he was hard when I picked him up. How about he living today?
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh. I got them in. I put them in this little. I made a little box for my fry.
Yeah.
With some of that some material from Michael's, and it's like plastic with little teeny holes in it, and I got some PVC and made a box so I can put my bigger fry in. Or if I want to segregate a fish, I can put them in there. It's like 12 by 6, 12 inches long by 6 feet. I mean 6 inches wide, and about
Right.
6 inches high.
I wonder. I mean, what you said he was stiff. So
He was
like, do
stiff.
do
Look, he
you?
was stiff. I thought he was dead because he was hard. I put him back underwater, and I let that water that's coming out the canister filter run in his mouth. I told Tim the same thing I'm telling you, and he living today. Trust me. I had threw him in that box I made for him, put him in there, and left. And I come back about an hour later. He's swimming around.
I'm just saying, like, you couldn't even tell. I mean, if he's stiff, you would think he would have been there for a minute. Like, you didn't just catch him jump out. That's crazy. That's
Yeah, he jumped out that night. I don't know why. He ain't never jumped out before, but he was the bully in that community tank with the geophagus. He was
yeah.
messing with everybody.
I bet they got tired of
I
him.
had planned on moving him before he jumped out, though.
Right. I bet they got tired of him being a bully, and they all
Probably
started
did.
picking at him, and he finally said, "Let me out."
Yep. You know,
Man.
you talking about fish that go airborne? The dove go airborne like crazy. Trying to catch them is a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My red devil puts up quite a little fight. I couldn't imagine a doveye or even an umbee once I get it and start raising it. Like, are they known to jump or anything?
Dove?
No. Well, the umbee cichlids.
Yeah, they jump too.
Huh.
But the dove really jump.
Yeah, they're like known for it.
Yes.
Okay. I know that's what I mean. Some fish are like known for jumping, and
Yeah.
that they do, like or not arapaima. Well, yeah, them too, but like arowanas and stuff
Look,
like that.
I gotta pay a black ancestris, regular ancestris with the albino gene in them, right?
Yeah.
I bred them. They give you 80% black and 20% of these. I got 40. They only came out when they bred. They only came out with 4. So I caught the 4. They was like less than an inch, and I put them in here. These about 3 inches now. It's 4 of those albino plecos back there in here.
Ooh.
Now, mind you, I got 100 that's less than an inch in a 20-gallon downstairs too.
And those are the long fins again. Sorry to
No,
repeat.
these are just regular albino ancestris.
Oh man, I want one.
I got 4 of them right here.
I
And
got
they
a
just look. I just looked in one of them. I used the watering stakes for their caves. I just looked in there the other day, and they got a big batch of babies in there.
I got a buddy named Calvin. He's one of my admins in my Facebook Casual Aquatics group, and he's got a beautiful setup. He's been on here a couple times, but he has about a 6-inch albino. I think it's 6 inches. It might be a little bigger, but ever since I've seen it, I've wanted it. And when I see them at the stores, they're usually already decent size, and they just cost too much. What are you gonna let those
like
go for?
raising shit from fry, man, from babies, from eggs. I love that.
What's the dollar on those?
$10 an inch.
Really? So just across the board, your fish are $10 an inch.
Yeah. They go to different prices. Once they get to 2 and 3 inches, you might get a 2-inch for me for $10 too. Yeah. It don't matter. I told you it don't matter what I breed.
You're impossible.
Now the guppies,
You're like
I say,
you're not real, chef. That's unreal prices. That's unreal.
I'm telling you the
practice.
truth, man. I'm telling you the truth. And anybody that know me, I ain't changed since I started this game, bro. The game don't change, just the players. You know?
Right.
Look at this. I just noticed this. I don't know if you know anything about plants.
I try to dabble in it. My axolotl tank is full of plants.
Can you see these? They are purling. You know what that means, right?
Yeah.
Where little air bubbles come up from them.
Right.
They are purling. I got little air bubbles all over this.
How long have you had them in that tank? Like that shows like a good like,
established tank.
yeah,
Yeah,
established.
I see air bubbles everywhere. The grass been in here a week. That's it. The guppies been in here since I got them. I got a trio, I told you, and only ended up with
Right.
a pair. They've been in here ever since. If you
Wow.
go back on my videos, I had the Japan blues on the bottom of this, but I decided that they bred so much I had to put them into a 20 gallon.
That male is something, man.
Yeah, and it looked like he is the boss in here because I don't see no more males. I see about 18 females, and that's a male there, but he's young.
Right.
That's two. That's the male there. That's three. I was only three males in here. That's good though.
Okay, so then as far as breeding fish, I know with your cichlids, it seems like you do you always separate them, or do you let it just run its course with whatever's in the tank? Like
Depend
your
on
gup.
the fish. It depends on the fish and how they act.
Okay.
Now, when I'm breeding my Trimax, after they breed, I gotta separate them because he'll kill a female.
Man.
Certain fish. Now, when you get into the big fish like my dovi,
Yeah.
as long as you provide a hiding place for the female where she can get away, you good to go. I always put a tube in there, whether it be ceramic, clay, or PVC, where she can fit in because most of my females are smaller than the males.
Right. The males get giant and the
Right.
females about average for a
And I
large
always
cichlid.
put some type of hide in there where she can get away and he can't get to her.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the key when you breed them big cichlids. Because I done lost so many females that the males been killed after breeding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wait for my Oscars to kill each other when they're freaking mating, doing the dances, I like to call it, because they go hard, man.
Yeah.
Hard. And then afterwards, the male will watch the babies, which is
Uh-huh.
odd to me. And he'll like attack a female if she comes over there until they either get eaten or I pull them. And then they're a mated pair. They love each other otherwise. So yeah, I was always curious about that.
Uh-huh. There go another one down there.
Well, Chef, I have one last question on this list. I would
Okay.
sit here and I will sit here and talk with you all night if that's what you want to do, but our lobby's starting to die down and I do got plans to go to the store, but other than that, no biggie. So
Right.
anyways, I'm going to try to round it up here and ask you this last question, let you answer freely, and we'll say our goodbyes, and I hope to maybe stream with you again in the future.
Okay. Tim
All
say
right.
his mammons jump like crazy too.
Mammons? See,
He got
y'all.
the mammons, they look like almost like a parrotfish, but they a mix of something.
Hmm.
Tim on here, he can tell you more about the mammons. I know they are cross, I think. I'm not sure. But they use the mammons. You can put the mammon with something and make something else. Like he can use a mammon and something else and come out with a red Texas.
Yeah.
He can take one of my carpenters and his mammon and make a red Texas from that. Make them two
Tim,
together and
Tim,
a
if you
red
don't
Texas.
mind sharing, what is a mammon? Like, what's it
A
created
mammon
by?
is another cichlid, and if I ain't mistaken, I'm not even going to say this, but I think it's man-made, like a cross between something. I'm not sure, but Tim, can you answer that question real quick? What is a mammon? Is
Is
it a
it
line? Is it a real fish, or is it a man-made fish that's
right?
bred together?
Hybrid.
Yeah, a
And
hybrid.
what is it bred with? Africans, South Americans, or
It's
mixing
got to be
those
South
two?
Americans. It's got to be South Americans. What was the question? Your last question to me?
Yeah, no, the last final question was outside of fish keeping, do you have any other hobbies that you like dive into like this or like
I
any
fish.
you fishing, like actual going
I
fishing?
fish. I just came from crabbing last week. I was down at Long Beach Island in New Jersey, and I was with a cat. He come down here and get fish from me. His name Wes. He got 180 gallon. Matter of fact, when I went fishing, If you go to my channel, I went crabbing. When I went crabbing, I made a video.
Yeah, I
We
seen you
caught,
on that boat.
yeah, we caught 77 crabs. Now fishing and
Wow.
crabbing is, and between fishing and crabbing and my wife and my grandchildren, that's it.
Hey, that's okay. That's all you need.
Yeah,
That's that
man.
again, small circle, small
Yep.
hobbies, stick to it. I love the fish family. Like this is a great community. Overall, you meet some pretty cool people. Now, as far as
Yes.
Facebook goes, there's a lot of fish police, and that's another day, another story. Like we all know that road, and the people that tell you to do something or oh, you're gonna kill that fish, blah, blah, you know. Experience, everybody. Put your own test to it, your own knowledge, and learn from people like Chef that's been in the hobby for, a few
ARK
years.
say he going fishing next week on
Oh
his
yeah.
yeah.
What,
And then he also say he might have a red Texas.
I want to get a Texas cichlid. I don't know if I
Yo,
want the
I got
red.
him. I got a whole bunch of carpenters.
Yeah.
Yep. I try to get a look. What I did when I started this, I noticed that the best fish we couldn't get locally.
Right.
If you wanted some good fish like umbee, like the fish I'm into, umbees, dovers, chanchos, midas, red devils,
Wolf
just to say
cichlids.
you,
Well,
yeah,
that's a dovi,
you
ain't it?
right. That's a Costa Rican dover, yes.
Yeah.
And I got red dover also.
Yeah.
I got a look. I got a pair of unfaded red dover. Matter of fact, Tim get ready. I'm getting ready to get Tim get ready to get them. The pair of red dover I had, I got rid of because I had so much. They bred 2 times, and I got a lot of fry from them. Then I got babies from the unfaded pair, about 100 babies down there. I just got a lot of dover.
Do you have a video of it on your channel, Richard?
Of which one?
Oh no, he
Oh,
said,
Richard.
yeah, ARK Aquatics. His name's Richard. He said it was just labeled Texas cichlid, so I'm not sure what kind it really is.
Okay, because you got a lot of different kinds when it comes to them. Texas, you got Devontae Hillo. They got some called Valhalla. I done heard a couple more out there. So, Josh, what's if you had one thing to tell a new hobbyist, what would you tell them?
I would tell them get sponge filters. First off, get sponge filters. They can save you in the long run. They work for absolutely every setup.
Ever. Yep.
Until you start getting to 200 plus gallons, there's a sponge filter for you. And it's simple maintenance. It's easy to do, and they do a good job. You don't have to worry about your hobs hanging, slowly starting
Right.
to warp or leaking, and cords going all over. And I just wish somebody would have told me, hey, dude, get a sponge filter for that tank. Secondly, you said it earlier, man. Step back and do the research. Sorry, I should be looking at y'all. Step back and do the research. If you know of a fish that you want to get, find out what it takes to get that fish. Learn the nitrogen cycle.
Sound like
People,
you underwater again, Josh.
oh shit, sorry.
I called you Josh, didn't I?
Yep, it's okay, buddy. It's Sean. It's all good.
Sound like
Uh,
you underwater, baby.
at any
Hey,
rate,
look, I truly appreciate this, man. AKA Aquatics says sponge and sump are my favorites. AKA ARK. That's my two. I got sumps on a couple of my tanks, but I run sponge filters on the whole system. Every tank in my room in my basement got a sponge filter, even the one upstairs in my front room. The only one that don't have one is this guppy tank, and that's because it's got this a 13.5 all in one. So it's got the thump on the side of it.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm against hobs, hang on the back filters and such. At
Uh-huh.
some point, someone might need it or use it. They're convenient, cheap, or whatever. But I'm just saying, as a beginner, I wish I would have known about sponge filters instantly.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, on my bigger tanks, I use canisters as well. So,
Look,
yeah, just do your research, everybody.
on that 75 community tank, I got 2 sponge filters. I got a canister filter. I got a 101 aqua clear 110 on the back of that, and I got a wave maker in it. Then I got an internal filter. It's an EHAM, and it just clicks onto the wall. You can hook up a hose and it'll blow the bubbles out. But once it disconnects from the bottom, you can leave it on, and it's magnetized to the bottom. Just take the bottom off, undo that, and that got sponge filters in it too. So I got hella filtration on my tanks. I do. I believe in over filtration in my tanks.
Right. Yes.
So
Well,
I hope what I said helped somebody,
oh no, you helped more people than you know, I'm sure.
because
And
I had a blast talking about it.
you're gonna, I don't know, my live streams usually get about 100 views after they go live too. So maybe somebody will be like, oh, I gotta go check out this dude. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, I'm gonna put anything that you give me. Once we get off here, I'm about to text you. I'm gonna
Okay.
need, if you have a legit website that you use to post, if
I
you
only
want me to
use
put,
I use Cooper Cichlids on YouTube. I mean on Facebook, Cooper Cichlids, and on YouTube, Cooper Cichlids.
all right, and then we have your
And then
phone
on
number.
band, Cooper Cichlids.
All right, and then we have your
Well,
phone
text
number.
me what you want and I'll send it right over to you.
All right, man. Let me just thank you, Chef. You didn't know me from Joe down the road, and you agreed to come on to a nobody stream and talk fish. If none of my panel was educated, I was educated, and I truly appreciate your time, man. I really do.
Bruh, you is somebody. Ain't nobody. You somebody.
Right on. Thank you.
Right on. Hey, it was my pleasure, man. I appreciate you asking me. Shit.
Yep. And to all my guests that hung out this long, we went from like, I
I
think,
know, 3 hours almost.
yeah, 3
2
hours.
hours and 51 minutes.
We had 14 people in here at one point for a couple hours, and we're down to 5. So all 14 of you, and definitely the
Appreciate y'all.
5 still here. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Go show Chef some love, y'all. Cooper Cichlids. Check him out on YouTube. Everybody
hit that number up and buy some cichlids. That's what you do.
all right.
My channel on YouTube ain't monetized, and I ain't even interested in getting it monetized. So I just post on there just so people can see what I got.
Hey, you hear it from the boss himself, man. So check his channel out just to see what he's got, a little bit of stock, and we're going to have his number for you. Everybody,
Price
thank
is
you.
Always low, y'all.
And have a
Good quality.
A great rest of your night, everybody. I'm going to end it there. Thanks
everybody,
again, Chef.
Peace, y'all.
Thank you,
well, look,
Erica.
we got one more thing. Cooper Cichlids, he put my number up. Have a good night, fellas. All right,
Thank
y'all.
you, Erica.
Everybody be tight. Stay safe out there.
Yep. Bye, everybody.
Peace.